Hello guys and welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Alex and this is the watch-along for Manchester United versus Luton in the third round of the Carabao Cup. How's everyone feeling? I was excited last week for the start of the season, but I think everyone's a little bit more nervous now. And a game away to Luton should be an easy game, but I think that everyone, after the performance at the weekend, is a little bit nervous for how things are going to get on. But we've got a watch-along for you. We'll try and brighten the mood a little bit. Today on the watch-along, we have Jay Motti, Joe Smith, Anna Mckola, and I'll be over there in a bit talking to you guys throughout the game. Make sure though, throughout the game, you're using hashtag Paddock Matchday over on Twitter. We'll be looking at your tweets at half-time. That'll be me and Ronaldo Brown. We'll be back over here having a look at a few of your tweets, so let us know. Score predictions, let us know what you're happy with the lineup and all that stuff. Let us know your setups, how you're watching us, what you're eating, all that good stuff. Make sure you're tweeting hashtag Paddock Matchday over on Twitter. As always, you can get your predictions in for every single match by sending over on email paddockmatchday@gmail.com. 30-second clip. Here's a couple from some of you guys and some of our contributors.
All right, lads, it's Adam from the back post. We've got a nice midweek game, haven't we, this week? My predictions for the game is going to be 3-1 United. I think we'll play a lot of the reserve players. I'd like to see Menga get in there and a few of the other young lads who actually deserve to be in the squad. Probably more than the starting 11 at the moment. We all know we need to bounce back from Saturday. I'm sick of saying it now, but we should go into the next round. I say that all the time as well, don't I? Also, it's my birthday on Thursday, so it'd be nice to get a midweek win just before then. Come on, United!
So United have got Luton Town tonight in the Carabao Cup. Possibly one of the worst times to play a side like Luton after United's performance on the weekend. It'll be interesting to see what side United put out tonight. I think the pressure's going to be on Solskjaer. No matter what the result is, United have to win tonight. It's kind of that simple. It's very similar to the Watchalong game last season in this competition. If United lose this, then the pressure's really going to mount on Solskjaer only after, 2 games into the season. So even though it's the Carabao Cup, United have to win this. So I'm probably expecting United to put out maybe a half-decent squad. Probably not as many youngsters as Solskjaer maybe would have wanted to if this was last year and we got off to a good start against Crystal Palace, because I've already seen people asking for his head 1 game into the season. So it's going to be a very important game, this. I think it's quite similar to, although probably not as dramatic, when United lost 6-1 to City. Straight after they went to play Aldershot away in the League Cup. And I think it's kind of a similar situation here, that if United lose today, then they could be in a bit of trouble. So I think United obviously should win. I mean, Luton Town, they're probably only famous for, the fact that Tommy Robinson supports them, which isn't exactly a great thing, and the fact that they're away and you've got to walk through someone's house to get to it. So United should really be able to beat them. I think it should be a comfortable win, although you can't really predict anything these days with United, can you?
Hello, I'm Emma Edgar from That United Family. My score prediction for tonight's game against Luton Town. I'm going with a 2-0 win. I think it'll be a tough game. Luton Town have had a great start to their championship. United, they lost their first game of the season, but I'm hoping that we make some changes. I'm hoping we see Menga at the back. Obviously, Dean Henderson is in goal. So yeah, I'm hoping that we score. I don't know who will score, but as long as we score, I am happy. So I'm going for a 2-0 win. Come on, boys.
The game against Luton, regardless of the competition, I think first of all for Manchester United, it's a great opportunity for us to get another game under our belt. We've sorely lacked the match fitness because obviously we've had a bit of a more extended break after the European campaign. But that's not shouldn't be an excuse. Obviously it was, because you could tell that Crystal Palace looked a lot more on it. They looked a lot more fit. Manchester United looked slightly sluggish. They looked a little bit rusty. This game's gonna should provide Manchester United with an opportunity to wash that out. So I'm going for a 3-1 win. I don't know if we'll be able to keep a clean sheet. From what I was told yesterday via the Twitter webs, people told me that Dean Henderson might start, so that'll be cool. But I'm gonna go for 3-1 Manchester United. Hopefully we'll get regardless, rather than the progression in the cup or the victory, I'm more excited about the fact that we'll be able to get another run in, because man, we look so out of shape, like me. But yeah, anyways, that's enough for me rambling. I gotta go. Manchester United 3, Luton 1. Hopefully, let's get it.
Man United, Luton, Carabao Cup. Predictions, 3-0 United. Should be walk in the park, really. Just want to see Henderson start, Boys start, Van der Beek gets start as well, and just hopefully get some of the team get some minutes under their belt, which was desperately needed after the weekend game.
Hello, Stretford Paddock. My prediction for Luton Town versus Manchester United is a 2-1 win for Reds.
So that's your predictions at home. Make sure every single week use paddockmatchday@gmail.com to make sure you send your predictions in, and we'll feature you next time. So yesterday, the two Joes, that's Joe Smith and Joe McGrath, brought you the first ever Stretford Paddock phone-in show. Oliver phoned up and wasn't very happy with Victor Lindelof. Have a listen to what he said.
For being our first caller, and the people wanted Oliver to have his chat. Oliver's back on the line. Yes, Oliver.
Hello.
Oh, mate, you better be fucking
Great
good.
to hear your voice,
You better be good.
Right, I will be.
What do you want to talk about, mate?
Game,
Oh,
on the Palace game first.
Yeah.
You watch Lindelof,
yeah,
and I've never watched either of you two play football. So you've never watched me.
That's true.
But why is Lindelof better than us at?
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking your word for it that you've got a kick in you.
you got a lot of menace in the voice as well. If that relates to the football style play, I won't mess with you, Oliver.
I stopped playing when I was about 5, and I was a keeper.
You never look back.
No. I think Lindelof, he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't quite have your sinister menace, but maybe that's something he could do with. Do you know what I mean? On the pitch, he might not be better than you at anything because he has, like you said, he doesn't seem to be... He's had a lot of chances, Andy Lindelof, and I've defended him a long time, Victor Lindelof, and I thought he was part of a defence that improved massively last season. But the problem is he keeps making mistakes over and over again, and at least two of the goals were his fault at the weekend. Are you thinking that we should replace him from within the squad, or are you thinking we need outside recruitment to come in and take that spot?
I mean, I'm not on contract at United, so outside recruitment.
Yeah, indeed.
So there was a little clip from our phone-in show last night. If you want to get involved in that, make sure you are using the telephone number that I'm going to put here. That'll be every single Monday over with the two Joes, that's Joe McGrath and Joe Smith. That'll be the Stretford Paddock phone-in show. So here's a little sneak peek for you guys now. Freddie Quinn's been helping us out again. And here's our little tutorial about how to be in the know.
Next top tip, be cryptic. Pretending you're in the know is a lot like sex. You make a bunch of vague promises at the beginning, fail to live up to expectations, and just hope that you've got something right by the end of it. So in many ways, being cryptic is kind of like in the know foreplay. It gets you excited for what's about to come, and it makes people think you're going to break some juicy news, even if you haven't got any. Tell your followers that you're so excited about what you've just been told. It makes it sound like you know something big is coming, but in reality, it can be applied to any situation at all. It could mean United have signed a new player. It could mean you've got a cheaper deal on your car insurance.
So that video will be coming out on Stretford Paddock very shortly. So make sure you are subscribing to Stretford Paddock and click the little bell, and then you'll know when every single video gets posted, and you can be first to see that video. So before every game, Ollie gives his team talk. The players will have their inputs, but what you really want to see, you want to see Tate's team talk, and here is Andy Tate.
Good afternoon, Andy Tate, Stretford Paddock, from a wet Whitehaven in Cumbria. I'm on my halls with my family and my dog. But tonight, Manchester United will play Luton Town in the Carabao Cup. And tonight, we have to take this very seriously. All the players, whoever's picked, Pogba, Maguire, Lindelof, you got to be on your game. Rashford, Martial, you got to be on your game. You got to give everything tonight to avoid an embarrassment. Do you remember MK Dons a couple of years ago? Do you remember that 4-0? We all remembered that. And imagine the social media frenzy tonight. You know what I mean? With United going down and losing to Luton. Last time we played Luton was in, I think it was 91, 92. You know what I mean? And before that, it was in the late 80s. And Luton were back in the day, they were the team. Les Seeley in goal, God rest him. And he became a United legend. So Ollie, I'm fully backing you. I doubt Ed is backing you. So watch your back, mate. That's all I've got to say. Because you have been placed over a barrel, and you are so, I feel so bad for you, but just get on with it. Get the job done, get us through tonight, and hopefully take us this time to Wembley in the Carabao Cup. It could be your saving grace. Andy Tate, hated, adored, Stretford Paddock and me are never ignored.
So that was Tate's team talk, and now we are going to head over to the Watchalong. I'm joined this week by Jay Motti, Adam Mckola and Joe Smith. See you shortly.
Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam Mckola. He is Joseph Smith.
Hello.
That is nobody, and that is Jay. And we are here with the Luton against Manchester United watch along. We're going to be watching Manchester United progress through the third round of the Carabao Cup against Luton. Is it Bloomfield Road?
No.
Is that Blackpool?
Kenillworth Road, isn't it?
Kenillworth Road. Kenillworth Road.
Close.
How far is Luton and Blackpool from
About
each other?
350 miles, is it? 300 miles? No, not that many. No, about 250.
If you're thinking of the whole universe, that's very close.
Yeah.
Didn't all the Arsenal fan TV support
Yes.
Luton? Do you think they'll be in attendance today?
I don't know. Well, they changed, didn't they, when they got beat?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, hopefully we'll be getting beat today, so they won't have a reason to come back to Luton. Manchester United there, obviously, in action. The team news is out as well. I'll be honest, I've forgotten the 11. All I can remember is that Anthony Martial
knows it.
is not in the match day squad, and therefore, as a result, I will be leaving before kickoff.
Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailly, Williams, Fred, Van der Beek. We've also got Matic in there as well. We've got Juan Mata, we've got Jesse Lingard, and we've got Odion Igalo.
Lo.
See on the screen if you can't hear. You can still see it.
Odion Igalo.
Just banging work mics wise, yeah. Fake clap so it doesn't. What we're thinking today then, Jay? Me and Adam have already spoke on the team news. What are you thinking?
Can I talk about clapping a minute?
Okay.
You know at Old Trafford when we're back? Can everyone stop that thing where they speed up the song to fucking 100 times speed?
No.
And we fly through the calypso in 2 seconds and there's some old comp behind me out of breath.
I think it's
Can we
because
start
everyone gets
doing that?
excited. It's an adrenaline.
No,
it's an
but
adrenaline reaction.
it sounds better when it's slower.
Yeah, it does. That's true.
And everyone can join in. And you know, everyone moans, why don't the whole song ground sing? Because by the time the East stand here with the Stretford end singing, they've finished the song and they're still singing.
It's 100 miles an hour as well. How can you ever learn the words? What was it? There was a suggestion of handing out hymn sheets at Old Trafford.
That was fake. That was nonsense, yeah. Someone, I think that was a
They do it at church.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh, look how sad United are.
Leighton and Tottenham have drawn PP today. They've drawn.
What's that mean?
PPAP.
I think they scored a penalty
postponed.
each. Newport beat Watford 2-0.
Scenes.
I hope Jimmy
half time.
Garner
They didn't. It's half time.
It's half time.
I hope Jimmy Garner didn't play or he isn't playing.
It's half time.
Oh, he probably didn't he? Is that Jimmy Garner's first game for Watford? First start for Watford? And he's getting
Jay, tell us what you're thinking about tonight's game, rather than talking about the Watford game.
I don't mind that team. I know he's sulking because his man's not in it, but I think that's pretty much what we roughly expected. Maybe you would like to have seen Menga get a start. Some people would have, but I don't mind Eric Bailly getting some minutes. I think he needs them. Hopefully, we can see a bit more of him this season. Matic obviously didn't play the other day, so it's only right he's in. And listen, I'm glad Marcus Rashford's been rested. I've been saying he needs a rest. Mason Greenwood probably not 100% either. So I get that team, and as that team stands, I know a lot of people on Twitter are already losing the shit for a change. I don't mind it. I think it's a pretty strong team, and I think it's the right type of team for this.
I actually haven't seen the Twitter reaction, Jay. Can you give me a sort of the notes on what
the notes on complete meltdown that he's either not played enough youngsters or he's not starting Greenwood or
and he's not Jose Mourinho,
or he's not brought in any of the fringe players that haven't played yet, like Mengi's not starting or whatever. Just whatever you can find to have a moan about. Some people already are, which at least wait until.
To be fair, there's a good reason to moan. Anthony Martial's not in the squad.
That's an interesting point. Just back to your point briefly. Yeah. Do you think the social mediaification of media in general, especially journalism, has led to an increased sort of reliance on shorter, more sort of tabloidy type news and reaction to football generally?
Yeah, definitely. I think you look at it in sort of clickbait rules a day now, don't it? With a lot of journalism, you still get. I think there's still a market.
Subscribe to Stretford Paddock.
Yes, that's well said. We'll have the paper talk in the morning. Deal agreed.
We'll have signed someone.
Yeah,
we can only work with what we got.
I report what the papers are saying, or we report what the papers are saying.
I did clickbait the title, but in the video I called it bullshit. So don't count.
I think that's literally what clickbait is.
Yeah.
Anyway, nice of you to join us. Alex Baggers is here.
North American football fan Alex Bagley is in the house.
The absolute Republican.
What shirt is this?
This is Northwood University, West Palm Beach.
Such a Republican. He's such an absolute
Not a fan of this,
wasp.
It was quite a Republican school, I'm not going to lie. When I got there, I was like...
He's not a fan of the Wasps, Jay.
No, he's a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. That's what that means. Anyone was wondering.
Thoughts on the Anglo-Saxons? As a ruling class. I'm talking 700 AD, 800 AD.
All right, wasn't
Was it them then the Normans?
Vikings, isn't it?
No, the Vikings were first, before the Anglo-Saxons.
No, it's Anglo-Saxon,
yeah.
then Viking, then sort of Anglo-Saxonish again,
Normans
then
Normans.
for 4 minutes.
Yeah. I believe.
Even that, 40
I believe.
seconds.
Yeah.
We're talking about Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah.
That looked like what the Anglo-Saxons drank, to be honest.
Unhand my mead, good man.
Unhand Lisa.
What is that called?
Lisa.
Talisa.
Yes.
Do you remember her?
Off of M-dubs, of course I do. Yeah.
You know what? I used to work in this bar, right?
And every time I look in the mirror.
I used to work in this in the Troxy, right, where they used to have cage fighting and all that, you know, UFC. Yeah. And she came once, and you knew it was her because it was her, and she had Talisa on a necklace.
You knew it was her because it was her.
Yeah, and she had a sign that said Talisa.
Yes.
And it all kicked off in the far corner of the room, and she was with all these guys, and they all dived on her like she was the president.
Really?
It was like, protect Talisa from the fight.
Protect the asset.
Yeah.
The asset.
Yeah.
Protect the asset.
Ronaldo's got a necklace with his name on.
Oh,
No, it just says RB. It's a Reebok.
RB,
It's a
sorry.
Reebok necklace.
RB.
It's a Reebok necklace. Anyone who's asking.
Hey, that's the
He
style.
hid it
So
from
you can't
us, and
knock
then
Ronaldo.
he was stood outside a local establishment.
He
as
don't
main
help
cap.
himself, does he?
Hey, Ronaldo. He's alright. He's idiosyncratic, isn't he?
Dean Henderson, we've seen him on the screen now. It's his first start for Manchester United. What are your thoughts on it? I don't know if I know what your thoughts on the whole Henderson-De Gea debate are. What are your sort of... You're looking at Henderson here. For you, should he be taken over from De Gea, or is this not going to work
Eventually.
out?
Right. I was of the opinion that he should have stayed at Sheffield United for another season. I think that would have been the best thing for him. In terms of the best thing for David De Gea, I'm of two minds. We'll see how it goes, but I think Dean Henderson coming back could be the best thing for David De Gea.
Right.
In terms of someone there that's saying, Dave, I want your spot. I want to take your number 1 shirt. For a long time, as good as Sergio Romero was for Manchester United, as reliable as he was always a number 2. He never had ambition to be more than a number 2.
There now, isn't he? He's not.
He was always comfortable, like you say, and coming into a team where Dave knows if I make a mistake, this spot's gone. I think that's better for the club, better for De Gea, and ultimately better for us. And I think we saw some level of improvement in Dave's performance the other day. I mean, he saved a penalty. I know it got overturned in the end, but he saved his first penalty out of like 20 in God knows how long. So I'm hoping it has an impact. I thought De Gea wasn't bad the other day.
No. There's one time I can remember him passing the ball.
Yeah,
out
well, but
to the
then
box, but saves
there was a save that he made was amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, so yeah, I thought we saw a better performance from him. I like Dean Henderson though. I just don't want to see him rushed.
No. And again, with the De Gea situation, as you alluded to before, Jay, you can always find the negative spin on any given situation, can't you? So you see online like, well, goalkeepers aren't in a position where you're meant to have someone pushing them, you're meant to have a number 1 and number 2. If anything, it's going to push De Gea out of the club. It's going to bring worse performances out of him because, you know, you don't traditionally see 2 top-class goalies at one club, do you? You do normally see a clear number 1, a clear number 2. But as Adam was saying there, do you think in this instance, with the decline in De Gea's form, a kick up the arse might be what he needs?
I don't necessarily think it's a kick up the
in the
arse.
batty.
I think it might just be we need an alternative that we can completely rely upon. Everyone loves Romero, and I get it.
Yeah.
But there was times when Romero came and he wasn't great.
No.
People like to dismiss that. I remember one game at Wolves, he came in and he had a bit of a stinker. And I think that if De Gea is having a run of poor form, you could take him out and bring Henderson in, confident that Dean Henderson could do a job. So I don't necessarily know if it's kick up the arse or just having a viable alternative that doesn't make the team suffer a lot. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. I've said it for a long time. I don't think De Gea's been good enough for about 18 months. I think his form's been patchy. So I'm glad we have got another alternative, and I hope we get De Gea back to his old best, because at one time he was the best keeper on the planet. I think he's a long way off that now, but as Mac has already alluded to, I think at the weekend he wasn't to blame for the defeat, and I think if anything he probably settled a few doubts around him, because he had a relatively okay game.
And as much as I like David De Gea and I like Sergio Romero and all these sorts of things, not to be too cold about it, but whichever is best for Man United, whichever goalkeeper concedes the least goals to Manchester United, who makes the least mistakes for Man United, that's the one who needs to play.
Yeah.
So the whole thing of loaning Henderson back, if he's better than Romero, he should be at United over Romero as far as I'm concerned. And if he's better than De Gea, he should play ahead of De Gea. And obviously De Gea stuck around and stuff when he wanted to leave, but it's not up to United to make De Gea feel happy. He's been earning 300 grand a week for 2 years.
It is up to United to look out for the best thing for the player as well. I think a lot of this came down to Dean Henderson's will. I think he wanted to come back more than anything.
Yeah.
I think Ollie probably would have been happy to leave him on loan at Sheffield. But you have to think of the player's best interests as well, especially at that age. You need to be playing week in, week out. If David De Gea regains his form and he's looking like the David De Gea that won the Player of the Year again, in my opinion, January comes around, you probably think about sending Dean back out on loan.
Well, you think that between now and January is enough time for him to prove that he's back to his best?
Should be.
You have to... Go on, jump in.
I think it should be. I think that everyone's gone about De Gea, I think, and does this add pressure, take pressure off? If this puts pressure on him and he ends up putting more clangers in, then he's not good enough to unite his number one anymore, and that needs to be it. Dean Henderson, if he pushes him through and gets himself into the first team, but I'd like to have seen him go out on loan again, because I think that for goalkeepers, I think you need to be playing 40 games a season. I don't think the 15 to 20 games you'll play. Now, whether he'll play Champions Leagues, whether maybe that's what he's thought, he'll bring him and he'll play Champions League football all the way through, which is a guaranteed extra 6 games. I don't know, but it's a weird one to have two of the number ones in the Premier League as the number 2.
You could possibly see Ollie kind of use Dean Henderson, like, when the Champions League comes around, De Gea starts Champions League, and those league games around those fixtures, that's Dean Henderson picks up. You could even see something like that, because Dean Henderson's, he was better than De Gea in the Premier League last season. I think statistically that goes without saying.
I think you need to look and bear in mind Dean Henderson's career that's in front of him, the way you treat players, all that sort of thing. I think United have done a good job down the years, especially with young players who don't quite make it for the first team.
Why is everyone?
Why are they
mothers
all
meeting on the pitch?
They do a good job of looking after people. I don't think David De Gea is someone that needs to be looked after. He's earning 350 grand a week. He's been one of the best goalkeepers of the last 10 years. He's nearly 30. If he's not good enough for United, I don't feel... I'll be grateful and, I'll be a bit maybe upset to see him go. But I don't think it needs to be like, well, you've got to look after David De Gea. He's a grown man who's a multi-millionaire.
I wonder as well, I know where you're coming from, Mako, in terms of long term, you look at the benefit of the player. Well, there's got to be a part of Ollie that thinks, if David De Gea goes to pot, I can't worry about whether Dean Henderson's going to be right in 5 years' time. I need a keeper I can rely on now.
Yeah.
Because he's always under pressure, Ollie. And you could look at him and Ollie might think, well, he had a bit of a stinker in the FA Cup semi-final, possibly cost me a trophy. If he starts costing me points, I need a keeper who can come in. Because I won't be here in 5 years if I don't. Do you know what I mean?
He had multiple stinkers against Barcelona in the Champions League last season.
He might think like
the PSG game.
Not going the whole Jose Mourinho of everything instant, but he's got to look after himself a bit and think, I need someone I can rely on, because long term's great, but I've also got that short term thing of getting results to keep myself in a job.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you mentioned as well, you said it shows a lot about Dean Henderson, because I don't see Ollie saying, come back and you'll be fighting for number 1. He's probably said, look, you're still going to be number 2 behind De Gea. I think Dean Henderson probably come back and gone, all right, I back myself to be better than him. And that shows a lot of confidence in Dean Henderson. And everything that he's been saying is that I think I can be number 1 for Manchester United. And I think he does. I think his confidence is high enough to say that he should be number 1 for England as well. That's the big thing.
It should be between him and Pope for me. I think they've been the best English goalkeepers for the last 2 years.
Pope without doubt.
Pope was
I think Pickford will be exposed at Everton soon. I think much like we saw Joe Hart get turfed out by Pep.
Yeah,
I think we'll see the same with Ancelotti.
Henderson and
Everton.
Pope are better than Pickford.
Pickford's trash. I'm better than Pickford. What I was going to say was, what do you think of the new that black kit there?
I like it.
I like that kit.
For me, black kits. I like the one with the orange on it.
Right.
The one from a couple of seasons ago.
I just seen two people from the Man United staff, and I was going to say, do you remember when they wanted to kick us out of training? We were having a debate.
Cheers.
When they saw me in training or not.
You've let him in training.
Had a debate straight away. All right, we need to get him out. Send the bugger back.
Yeah, the black kit. It looks nice. People were saying it's meant to be the Joy Division thing. It's not at all, is it?
Oh, mate, save that for them Muppets down the road. Who want to do all that nonsense?
I don't mind it. I generally
City are going to do a
blue
shirt
away
with my
kit
face on it next because I'm one of the humans of Manchester.
You are.
You are the humans.
City are going to
disgrace.
come in.
An absolute disgrace.
There's a question
Farce.
for us. Do you consider David De Gea a legend at Manchester United?
Yes.
No.
Hey, fuck off, Joe.
What, really?
Fuck
Are you being
off,
serious?
Joe.
A legend?
Fuck off,
No.
Joe. He's won every
Can we have
trophy apart
comments?
from
Can
the
you
Champions
highlight
League. bruv?
comments and put them on here as well, Skaman, when you
Is
I know
it
you got a
good
lot.
that you smoke?
Because otherwise you're going to get a heads up.
I think it's unfortunate for him that he's been the best player in the worst period of the last
Bruv,
30 years.
he won the Premier League,
Yeah.
Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, all these sort of things,
So-
and he's not a legend. 4 players
what,
of the
he's-
year.
he's-
If it wasn't for David De Gea, we would have got relegated about 2 times.
Your willingness, your eagerness to argue with him there has overtaken a bit of logic.
Yeah.
No, come on, mate.
Well,
De
they got right.
Gea is a
I like
legend.
it.
He's a legend. Like, no. Look, I love some of these players that I'm going to mention, but back in the day, certain players were winning 1 FA Cup for Man United, and people still talk about them like they're the best thing ever.
But that's
Let's
not
be
me,
real
is it?
here.
I'm not those people that you're claiming talk about those people.
He's none of
like
that 91 Cup winners.
Ryan Tunnicliffe plays for
let's say
Luton these days. Do
Yeah, but
you remember when Ryan Tunnicliffe's dad won a bet because he played for United?
Someone else did that, didn't
Yeah,
they? Who
that
else
was
was
a
it?
bit-
No,
That's
loads
not
of people
dodgy.
do that. No,
Yeah.
loads of people
Yeah,
do
when
that.
you
You
get
get like
basic odds of 500 to 1 when your son's born.
Yeah, but imagine if anyway, yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know anything.
It's
about
like
it.
Chris Kirkland when he got a debut for England. His dad won like 20 grand or something.
A slow front three, that isn't it? It's not.
Ryan Searer says he's not a legend. Louis Clark says he is a legend. Ross Murphy says he was in the World Team of the Year. I swear.
He was.
Yeah makes a great comparison. He says De Gea has suffered from the Van Nistelrooy syndrome. Great player in a poor team. Van Nistelrooy won 1 league title for us.
Yeah.
Is he a legend?
He's one of my favourite players ever.
But is he a legend?
I wouldn't say he's a Man United legend.
It depends.
He's got 150 goals in 215 games, and he's not a Manchester United legend.
Also, I
Is
think
it crack that you smoke, Joe?
I would say he's better. He's a better player than De Gea.
Crack that you smoke.
He's a better player than De Gea.
Taking the knee there.
Not only is Anthony Martial not
players aren't
playing,
doing that, are they, some teams?
You would say
but
Martial's
you
the
lot are
United
talking
legend.
shit.
What do you mean? What's
You're going to make me go on.
What do you mean? You
Van
lot
Nistelrooy
about
Van
what?
Nistelrooy
to see
is
Eric
close
back.
to being a
Let's
legend,
get Adam
but I think the way
happy
he
to
left
see Eric
was a
Bailly
bit
play.
disappointing. The fact that he did only win 1 league title is slightly bit disappointing.
The De Gea thing I can see why there's a debate, but there's no debate on Van Nistelrooy.
No,
He's a
there
legend.
can't be
He
a
is a
debate
legend.
on Van.
Well, there is. There's going on
There
right
can't be
now.
a debate on De Gea.
The match has kicked off, by the way.
No, of course
Van
they
Nistelrooy's a
can.
legend. Of course he
So
is.
if Van Nistelrooy, so is De Gea.
Why is he? Who's giving that authority out? That they're the same person.
Bro, name another player
Yes.
at Manchester United, bar Cristiano Ronaldo,
Right.
that has been the best player in his position for as long as David De Gea whilst at the club.
Sergio Romero.
Don't
best
worry,
second
I'll
choice
wait.
keeper.
Yeah, Sergio Romero is the best.
Don't
second
worry,
choice
I'll wait.
goalkeeper
Let's
in the
not
world.
have jokes here.
Well, first of all, David De Gea never won World
Answer the
Goalkeeper of the Year for
question.
starters.
No, he didn't.
I think Neuer won it about 5 times.
Neuer won it because he...
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, to be a legend, it's more than just winning a few trophies or being really good. There's a lot that goes into being a club legend. I've never said
Joe
that.
said it.
I said that I think he's probably the best goalkeeper I've ever seen.
Come on, Van der Beek. Let's have
As in terms of a shot stopper.
He's more of a legend than Peter Schmeichel, I'll give you that. Nah, I'm not even joking. I'm not laughing. He is.
I just don't think...
He is.
I think there's
I
maybe...
will fight anyone that says
I
otherwise.
think there's
Your
maybe
hatred of
less
Peter
legends
Schmeichel is
than...
great.
David De Gea, right? David De Gea stuck with us through thick and thin. Peter Schmeichel couldn't wait to cartwheel in front of us as a City player, so don't give me any of that drivel.
One thing I would like to do, I'll take back what I said before. I do think Van Nistelrooy is a Man United legend.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was the most
So do
ridiculous.
I. So do I.
That was
Ruud van
more
Nistelrooy
ridiculous.
is...
I'll take that
I'm
back.
trying to use the same...
But I don't think they're comparable.
Use that point
I do
to prove
I
another
think
point.
they are.
I
Then
understand
David De
that.
Gea is... He won
think they
one
are, 'cause
league title.
If you look at... You could probably compare their...
Why is there so many flies in the office today,
Well,
man?
Do you know
people
what?
leave food on the floor.
There's also flies in the shower, which
People
is
are
disgusting.
scum.
Now, Joe, explain to all the people. Explain to all the people at home why there's flies in the shower, Joe.
I think Steve does poo in there.
Nothing to do with another human eating whipped cream in the shower.
I squirted that down the plug hole about 8 months ago.
Right.
There were no
Why
flies.
were you squirting whipped cream down the plug hole?
Videos.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. Fair enough.
Late
That
night
was a
live.
very good
I
answer.
was having
That was
a
the best
raunchy-
answer you could
I was
give me.
having a raunchy time in there. No,
Bit of me, bit of
it's
you
for
time.
video. It was a sponsor for Late Night Live.
Was it a sponsor or was it just you doing your crazy shit?
Yeah.
Oh, hang
Oh,
on.
no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, the game's kicked off.
Don't be getting a heads up you two either.
He's trying to get some
I'm not
stats that
looking at
prove
it. I'm
that
looking
De
at
Gea's a legend.
Deliveroo.
I think it's close. I just don't think
Nathan
he's...
Jones?
I think one
No,
cloud
no
that
one.
would be
Alright,
over
been
De
gone
Gea
too
for
long.
me is we know for most of his time at United he didn't want to be there. And that
Most
affects
of
it for
his
me.
time?
Who? David De Gea.
He loved it here.
Nah.
Most of his time.
How can you compare Madrid to Manchester?
Most of his
Manchester's
time,
much better,
though.
innit?
Manchester is better.
Most of his time.
All right, an uncomfortably large chunk of his time.
That one time when he wanted to leave and he didn't.
No, there was multiple
If
seasons.
he wanted to really leave, he would have been gone, bro.
Right.
Go on, Jesse Lingard.
Jesse.
Go on, Jesse.
Go on, lad.
Where's the Jose brigade that love Jose but hate Jesse? And
Mata!
now they're confused because Jose wants Jesse. Where are they at?
That's funny, isn't it?
So got to be.
Let me scrap all of them right now.
That's like the sort of
I
people
don't
that
wanna
think
see
Van
Jesse
Nistelrooy is a
leave, 'cause I
legend, but
think
De
he'll-
Gea isn't. That's got to be difficult, isn't it? That's me, by the way.
All right, let me just see who's won more trophies for Man United.
Doesn't matter.
Let's play.
All right, then let's see who won
And
more,
by the way,
who won more trophies. De
by the
Gea
way-
or Anderson? Is he a legend?
By the way, I think Ruud van Nistelrooy
Yes.
is a Man United legend. By the way, I'm not arguing that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you think Ruud is, you can't then think De Gea's not.
Of course you can. They're not the same person. They didn't play at the same time.
I think
they haven't had the same
I
legacy.
think
They're not the same
impact
person.
I think the impact on the
If
team is
Ruud
very
played
similar.
under Van Gaal and Moyes
He
and
might not have been a
Mourinho,
legend.
he would have scored like 3 goals.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have been a legend, unfortunately, for him. That's like saying because Diego Forlan is a legend for Uruguay, he must be a legend for United.
Diego Forlan
It
is a legend
depends
for
on the
United
timing
after that
and the
brace at
places and
Anfield.
what happens while you're at the club. And
Who put the
whatever
ball
it
in the
is.
De
Scousers
Gea's
net?
not. De Gea's not a legend, no?
I think he's close. I think he was in the conversation.
What does De Gea
I'm
have
not
to do
ridiculing you.
to be a legend in Joe's eyes? In Joe's
If he wins another Premier League, he's
esteemed
the best
opinion.
keeper of all time.
Right, let me make
Go
that
on.
bigger and I'll read it out to
Go on,
try and
bigger it.
distract us from this utter
Bigger it. Bigger it.
I can
Make it.
Whoa!
Whoa! That's a bad
Saeed
tackle.
Maheen says, why does Maguire play every game? He's slow as it is, and wouldn't he be sluggish for Saturday? Question mark. He already moves like a tree.
Yeah, don't
or
ask
like
me.
tree.
Don't ask
I
me.
don't think he's. I don't think he's just going to get slowed down because he's playing more.
I agree.
I think
That's
it's
a
just
bad
he's
tackle,
he's always fit. He's our club captain. He's the best centre back we've got. That's why he plays every week. That's a pass from Brandon. That
Great
fucking
ball.
hell.
Probably not the best centre back.
He is. Come on.
He's the most available.
He's the most consistent.
I'll take it.
It's the most.
He's the most.
Are you arguing Eric Bailly?
Yeah.
Club legend Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly is better than Harry Maguire and Lindelof.
No.
He's just not as fit.
He's
as
just
them.
never.
Which
yeah.
I suppose makes him not better than.
Needs-
Because fitness is part of it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
made a chalk.
Playing is a good way to show how good you are. I would say.
But
One of the best.
Oh, that through his legs then?
Yeah, he's done him.
Didn't
Jesse.
Dean.
Yeah, I don't want Jesse to go to Tottenham because I think he'll do really well there.
No, I
He'd
don't.
be mint.
I don't. I think he
Yeah,
should
but isn't
go.
it like going to be like when people?
I like
sort-
Jesse
I'd
Lingard.
hate
but
to see
Daniel
I
James stay and Jesse Lingard
I think if he wants, there's a deal to be made with Tottenham, I wouldn't be against it.
No, I wouldn't. There's plenty of players who Jose went to Tottenham and said they'll be good now. Dele Alli, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, these sorts of players who thought
got
they would
linked.
recapture their
No,
former glory.
We
And
got
didn't.
linked to half of them.
Lingard would. When Lingard isn't Delhi,
I'm not saying he is.
he would work. And you know Lingard.
Oh, that's
Great
a
pass.
pass.
Great
That was
ball.
a really good pass.
Lingard will see that, yo,
It's an extra
I
2
won
million.
2 trophies with this Brer, had the best season of my life. Maybe me and him can do something. I think he'd be up for it. If I was Jesse Lingard and you said, do you want to come and play behind Kane, Bale, Son? And you'll be first choice.
And all you've got to do is
I'd say, sweet, I'm out.
you do the stuff that no one else wants to do.
Oh, that's a
that
good
work
turn.
rate.
That's a lovely. Who's that guy?
Gallo.
Good bit of footwork from Mckola there. Held the ball up and turned away from his man. And Van
Oh, that was
Beek
a
ball
sack him.
sluggish.
Sack him. Get rid. Nice touch from Mckola. Would you say that Gabriel Heinz is a Man United legend?
No.
Don't be stupid.
Don't
He
make
wanted
me
to go to
punch
the
you in your
Scousers.
throat,
Don't even
bro.
start with that. Are you absolutely
Where
off
do
your
you
head?
pull Gabriel Haynes from?
Hey.
Kaka made him look like a chump. But then again, that
I don't blame him for that. That was a joke. That team we put out.
I liked him at the time, Gareth Heinz.
Yeah, he won Player of the Year in 2005.
It's why I got trust issues with Argentina.
He actually actively tried to get a move to Anfield, so it's over.
Fergie's a boss, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nowadays, we'd just be like,
yeah, all right, do you want him? Okay.
Let's try and get the most money.
No worries.
Fergie was like, all right, cool, you're not going there.
Yeah. You can sit on the bench for the rest of your life.
He managed to put him on the bench, send him to Madrid, and ruin his career. How do you do that?
Imagine sending
I'm bringing one of the greatest left backs you've ever seen.
Sending him to a bigger club
to ruin his career. How do you?
Mate, that was the levels we were at. Though.
That was the levels you were at.
I mean, you go to Madrid and you're like sulking. Yeah. Now it's like, you know.
By bringing the ball out. Pretty slow game so far, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not much happening.
Will you bring some comments up on the screen, Callum, so we don't have to look at our phones?
Yes.
Adam Wilmot says David De Gea is the best goalkeeper we've ever had on ability alone.
Potentially.
We've done all the goalkeeper debates. You know my choice.
Ability-wise.
But ability doesn't equal legend, does it?
Didn't you argue for De Gea as the best goalkeeper of all time on that video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the video wasn't most legendary goalkeeper, was it? I think you're using that incorrectly.
Is Schmeichel legend?
I would say so.
Yeah,
is Van der Sar legend?
You say Carly, right?
Yeah, Van der Sar is, yeah.
Right, and you argued for De Gea in that video, yeah?
As the best goalkeeper, yeah.
Yeah, Cody's got
There's a difference, though, isn't there? Of course there's a difference.
He says, Adam, why do you care about Rashford's campaign but sing Feed the Scousers? I'll tell you this, because football fans are hypocrites, and if something's funny, we're going to sing it.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Rashford's campaign came after the last people were in the stadium anyway, so no one sang Feed the Scousers
and
since
also
Rashford's campaign. That didn't make any sense.
It's fun.
That's not made a point. That's not even making any sense.
It is
it's a campaign of its own. So don't act like it's not a caring song.
You went down.
Is that really what you take?
It's just a piss take.
I know, but the point is, no one's been singing that since Rashford's campaign because no one's been in the stadium since Rashford's campaign.
And also, like Adam said, people are hypocrite. Everyone is a hypocrite all the time.
What do you make
I'm sick of people being annoyed at hypocrites. By the way, we're all hypocrites. It's not even that bad a thing to be.
Is that not very hypocritical of you being annoyed at people getting annoyed at hypocrites?
Of course, it's not. I've never said you shouldn't be. And even if I did, it proves my point because you're allowed to be a hypocrite. There's nothing wrong with being a hypocrite. Everyone is.
Do you think? Did you see the Andy Robertson stuff when he said that Rashford might be the first Man United player ever to get a standing ovation at Anfield?
No. If they've got anything about him, they'll call him boo him and call him all sorts.
Didn't Charlton get a standing ovation now, though?
Did
he? Bobby Charlton.
Yeah. Shoot. Go on, Harry.
After 66.
Tranmere flashbacks then.
I might be wrong. Someone
Jack
in the comments
Charlton.
Tell me. That's what's like. No, Suzanne Charlton. She used to be 11.
Harry Maguire had Tranmere flashbacks here. He thought I can do this again, and it just didn't happen.
We've just got a super chat from Fiery, but mostly peaceful. I think that's basically me, isn't it?
No.
A little bit fiery, but
mostly
a great
peaceful.
Big
I don't know about that, mate. You are a socialist, but I don't know about the peaceful part.
Yeah, peaceful. Same thing.
We'll
he says lockdown equals no gate money equals no money for signings.
No.
But we have got money for super chats.
It's not. It doesn't equal no money for signings. It equals no gate money, but we make a lot of money other ways.
United make about 3 million a game on the gate,
which is a lot. That's a lot, isn't it? 20 of them a year.
But did they owe you any money, United? Did you get a refund or did you?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know actually. I'm not
I think
sure.
they just reduced the price.
Yeah, I think I'm all right. I don't think I'm owed money. I'm not sure. But I never.
The Glazers owed us money.
I know, mate. Seriously,
that'd be good.
Anyway,
I'll be knocking on them mofos' doors tomorrow.
Do you know what I mean? But we always knew that were happening anyway. October, that was pie in the sky.
What are you ordering? Shall we leave it to the guys in the comments to order your food? No. How do you feel about that?
Weatherspoon's table style. Just arrives. Give them the address.
No.
And then
by the way, don't go to Weatherspoons.
And then they'll sell you.
Tell you what, it won't be food we were getting sent.
We'll give you our address, and then you put your account number and sort code in the comments, and he'll transfer you the money back for whatever you buy him. That's fair.
That's what Joe says.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll transfer you it.
I will do.
I'm gonna get.
De Gea's right on the cusp.
T-Rex says
great.
David De Gea is one.
Yeah, we don't both need to be
one trophy away from being our best goalkeeper ever.
That's not that. What?
I think if he wins the Premier League, he's up there.
Right. Well, he's not one trophy away from being our best goalkeeper ever.
He's one very big trophy.
What from if he wins the Champions League, I wouldn't say he's better than Van der Sar because he's won the Champions League.
I would.
I don't quite understand.
You know why? Because it
He's not one trophy away, though, is he? Because Schmeichel won the Champions League and 3 league titles. So he's at least 2 more league titles away and an FA Cup away. So it's like he's not one away. He's one away from winning the same trophies, but not the same number of trophies or at the same time. Like I love David.
Why do you hate the hair?
I love it.
With you.
He's the best shot stopper I've ever seen.
The word legend, though, it's so subjective.
Legend
because to me, like Les Sealey is a legend, but you'd argue he's probably not in the top 5 goalkeepers to play for Manchester United.
Steve Coppell.
Do you know what I mean?
Reading legend.
Eh?
Steve Coppell.
Oh.
Reading legend, yeah.
But so it's very subjective that.
Yeah.
That you know.
Like Phil Neville's.
Like Diego Forlan gets his name.
Phil Neville a legend.
No.
He's won more than De Gea.
Phil Neville's not a legend.
No.
I don't think
he's the brother of a legend, but I
don't think he is either.
So is Rodri Giggs. That doesn't mean anything.
Man United legend.
And look what he did.
Let's not go rabbit hole. I shouldn't have said that. I knew where that was going to lead to. But no, I'm not. I think it's so like.
Are you excited for the Class of '92 statue with Phil Neville on it outside?
There will not be a statue with Phil Neville outside Old Trafford.
If I've got anything to say about it,
you may as well put him on it.
Roy Keane in a Derby shirt.
Raphael Burke on there.
Robbie Savage in a Derby shirt.
Roy Keane deserves a statue as much as anyone in the Class of '92.
He does.
Roy Keane.
Yeah, of course he does.
But there's about we'd end up having like
exactly. So we shouldn't make any more.
No. Unless something mad happens.
Basically, you're saying someone.
Well,
dies.
there's only one. I think we should.
Actually,
I know what would be all historical, but I do think it should be a Jimmy Murphy one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do. I said that. I think it should be right next to Matt Busby, to be honest with you.
If I had my choice to be a David Beckham one.
Well,
I agree.
If I had my choice, there'd be a big statue of Steely Dan outside.
If I had my choice,
just a great band and a couple.
Could be a David De Gea one.
Hey up!
Who
was that?
Was that Matt that shot that? It was a good step over by Donny van der Beek, having received the ball by Lingard. Lingard looking lively today.
Anything comments wise?
I mean, you got.
Well, that might aid the conversation.
Yeah, that's kind of.
It doesn't have to be a big question. Not really. They're just not really. They're just adding
He's
great
reading
opinions
the same
to
comments
the chat.
you are, and he keeps digging ones out on his phone.
Looking.
Yeah. What? Sorry, I will talk slowly and softly. Are there any comments, please?
They're not the same.
Was that Superman?
Bottle beer.
Yeah. He says Lingard. That's all he says.
Is he a legend?
The captain.
No, he says Lingard.
Statue, I mean.
Captain.
If Lingard scored his FA Cup winning goal in the 80s, he would be a certified club legend.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's just not true, is it?
If he scored that goal in an era where the FA Cup was more appreciated,
right,
he would be considered a certified club legend.
I disagree.
I agree. I mean, I disagree with you disagreeing.
Okay.
Look,
but in your
he
mind,
got England to a
mind,
semi-finals of a World Cup.
Anish Joshi says Lingard stamping his authority on the game.
Lingard looks good. Mata looks good as well. Both of those players who have got good touch, a bit more
here's
technical.
Luton in the box.
Luton.
Offside.
1-0.
He saved it. Bless
He
him.
saved it by accident. It was offside.
What beer have you got now, Joe?
I've now, thanks to the great guys at somewhere, got the. It's actually
Lidl?
Lager beer hell. I'm in hell, guys.
Lager beer hell.
That looks absolutely lovely.
Just put every name you can on the bottle and sell it to Joe.
It's cold. It's lovely. Yeah. I just think in your mind, is there like 70 United legends, or is there sort of like half a dozen, or is there,
I just feel like...
Seems like you're quite lenient with it.
I feel like a lot of people look back with, nostalgic eyes at some things. And we kind of, because we remember how annoying some of these players have been at times, or how shit they've been at times, or, their bad times are so much at the forefront of our memory. We kind of forget the good times, or how much those memories would have been. Bro, Jesse Lingard has scored, do you know how big that is to score a winner in an FA Cup final?
Oh, I love Jesse Lingard.
It's fucking
I'm a big fan of Jesse Lingard.
Back in the day, that would have been much more appreciated than it is now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he is a club legend. I'm not saying any of that. But ultimately, when you look at the history books, he's one of these team here that will be in United's history books for a long time.
I've always been a big fan of Jesse
iconic
Poor ball
moment.
from Williams.
An iconic moment.
He's looked a bit sloppy.
Yeah, he's a bit
Williams so
far.
far.
Practice, isn't he? Oh, hang on. We've got another comment here. Nick
Wait,
M says...
Wait.
Side netting.
There's no way we should be selling Lingard to Spurs. We'll be fighting them for top 4.
Yeah, we won't do
agree?
it. And Lingard's better than Dele Alli, so why would we strengthen their team? And I say that without skipping a beat is better than Dele Alli.
I'm not a big massive Dele Alli fan. I'm not that.
Dele Alli had 6 good months.
I'm not that.
8 good months.
Selling them.
How many trophies he won?
Yeah, I don't think he's that good.
Nothing. I ain't won anything.
Yeah?
Dele Alli?
No.
Jesse Lingard turns up in what? Big games. Might not have turned up for 2 years, but he turns up in big games.
If we got to a big game, he'd be there.
Yeah.
He would.
Simple as that.
And he'd score.
Yeah, he was hard done by one in the FA Cup final because we sat Van Gaal straight away. He sort of took away the attention.
He didn't get a chance to have his.
Yeah,
his
do you know what I mean? Like
heroes
Lee
day,
Martin
did he?
had 30 years of it.
And he also scored in the League Cup final.
I'm a big fan of Jesse Lingard.
Charity Shield, he scored at the final. Remember that solo goal, Messi goal?
Nah, shit. That's good. It won't shit. It was good.
Fred!
He really can't shoot, can
Sorry for screaming in everyone's ears.
Yeah. Do you know the sound bar? The one in my body went to red.
Yeah.
and do you know when you nearly lash out because you think you're under fire?
It took a deflection that as well.
Did it?
Hence the reason it was only 5 yards wide.
What are our thoughts on Luton's badge? Containing one of those little straw boater hats. It's also got a sheath of wheat. A sheath of wheat.
Isn't a sheath what they used to call a condom back in the day?
That's a sheath.
Oh.
For flip's sake. A sheath of wheat. It's also got, I think it's got a cake on it.
A cake?
It's also got a drawing of a...
Are you just making shit up?
It's got a drawing of an old man feeding a dog.
Pull up get the thing and try and get it on screen.
Have you seen Roma's badge?
Luton's badge.
Have you seen Roma's badge?
Luton's badge.
Has anyone seen Roma's badge?
Yeah.
It's got like
it's a
loads of
hyena.
dogs sucking
It's a
on
hyena
tits.
sucking a tit.
Well, that's Rome, innit? That's the sign of Rome,
innit? Beautiful.
It's from one of them myths, isn't it? Oh yes, Brandon.
Really
Beautiful
good.
fertile imagery. It's as simple as that. But Luton's badge is despicable. Go on, Donny. That's a pass.
Donny.
He's just got
Nicely
no,
weighted.
no left foot.
No, he hasn't.
Donny.
Go on, Matic. I love it when Matic hits it, don't you? I watched that video the other day of his goal against City.
Is that what his missus says? Oh, that is a touch by Donny. Did you see that?
Yeah. He's got that Fernandez like back heel prowess, hasn't he?
He always looks tired as well. I like
Yeah,
him.
he does. Those players that start tired. Yeah. Herrera used to be like that.
It's like De Bruyne.
No matter what, he's like that. Yeah, De Bruyne with his big red face. I like De Bruyne. He's so far offside. He's about 6 yards offside there. Would you say that Donny van der Beek is a Manchester United legend?
You're putting a Luton badge on the
screen.
Screen.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Bring it on. I want to see it.
He has got an 100% goal scoring record for us.
So look, what we got?
I
A
can't-
beehive.
I can't see that.
Is that a hawthorn?
A thistle.
A thistle?
Isn't that like a white rose thing? Leaf
Yeah.
thing?
I can't see it.
It's got a sheaf of wheat. It's got a bee on it, and that little hattie on top.
The hat makes me laugh.
That hat makes me sick. That hat makes me
It's
sick.
got a Manchester bee in it.
Makes my blood run cold. That
It's
hat.
got a beehive, a brush.
It's not a brush. It's a sheaf of wheat. I won't tell you again.
Tell you what.
A lily and a cactus.
It's not a. It's not a cactus.
Why did it have a cactus?
It's a burdock, is what it is.
Tell you what.
Oh,
it's a good job these people
Yeah.
come and stand in
Yeah, let's
front
just
of where
stand
the
in front of the
football
telly.
is.
Fred.
Do you want the aircon?
Goalie on his head.
Colder or
You
warmer?
coming in and what?
Just stood
bossing
in the way
everything
and
about?
demanded a different temperature.
Can
to
you
the
just
room.
not speak to people that are behind the camera? please?
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, the Luton badge, very odd, very odd. It's weird, isn't it? That hat, very cute.
The hat's strange.
Very school. Oh! Well done, De Gea.
Dean
De Gea Henderson. It's going to
De
be
Gea
weird having a
Henderson.
goalkeeper that like comes out for corners and stuff, isn't it? When's the last
nice.
time United had one of them? Van der
Schmeichel.
Sar. Even Van der Sar wasn't. He commanded his box better than De Gea, but he wasn't Schmeichel like climbing over
I
everyone.
love
and
Van der
punching
Sar,
through
but he
everything.
gave me a real awkward moment once when I interviewed him. It pissed me off.
What did he do?
You know I know my stuff, innit?
Yeah, of
He
course.
just did his
And I was
shorts.
chatting to him once, yeah, and I went like, I was talking strictly about United, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, we were having a good chat. And I've gone, oh yeah, you know, you won the European Cup for United and that. And he went, oh, I won 2.
Yeah, but he's talking about Ajax.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I was talking about United, you know what I mean? But he'd already gone, it was almost like he was trying to punk me.
Yeah.
Like, make me feel stupid, but I knew better.
I think, right.
I already knew you won 2, you prick.
He did, yeah.
Ruud van Nistelrooy was a little bit like that with me.
I think Dutch people are
Yeah,
just a bit...
when I interviewed him, he was a bit awkward around Rooney. I know it's a difficult subject because Rooney was like rumoured to be leaving, and I was sort of saying to him, you know how much fans here love a striker, and would you be surprised if he left, sort of thing. And he didn't. He gave me no answer, so then I asked him another one because I wanted an answer. And he was a bit, and then I was like, I can't have Ruben. This still being horrible to me. I was like, oh.
We got something out of
but he was alright.
Just before Lukaku signed, which was alright.
Yeah.
I like Rude. I love Rude.
Yeah, he was sound.
He was my favourite player growing up.
My favourite chant.
He was amazing.
Rude's chant just before he takes a penalty. Rude. 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 Rude.
That 2-0 against Arsenal was the best.
And you know when he
that was
best.
Yeah, that was so good. That was one of my favourite games because we absolutely kicked them all over the park.
Those
it was
two celebrations are my favourite.
I love
when players scream.
Yeah.
So you got Van Nistelrooy's against Arsenal, and you got Cantona against Newcastle.
Yes.
When he's in the huddle of circle, he puts his head out of the.
And the good thing about that celebration scream as well, it's not like it's proper like.
It's proper relief and like
so real,
pain.
Yeah. Proper scream, like quite high pitched almost.
Do you remember what? Do you know which one I'm on about with Cantona?
No, I don't know that one. I know that's one, obviously.
It's when he scores that one goal against Newcastle, 1-0.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then it's
to basically win the league.
Yeah. But the celebration, I'm sure he might have Vaseline on his head as well because he's got a cut.
Why don't you come on over, Vaseline?
Vaseline.
By the way, have you seen them crisps? And you call.
What are they?
Tell you what.
Chicken
show
in
them
time.
again. Show them them.
Cam's eating chicken in time.
Did any of you ever used to watch the TV show, the detective show called Rosemary in Time?
No, I didn't.
It looked absolute shite. I'm not going to lie. Was it two gardeners solving crimes?
You'd see it on when you were at.
It's like the worst premise ever.
They're not old ladies. They're very beautiful.
Was it Felicity Kendall?
Yes, they're maybe in the twilight of their years, but that's not what defines them. It's the lady who played Miss Trunchbull and the lady who played.
So it's Pam Ferris,
the wife in The Good
and Felicity
Life.
Kendall.
He knows everybody's name. You know?
Those are the actresses you're looking for.
Yes, those are the actresses. I'm
That's what happens when you stop taking drugs.
You see, you
remember things. You remember.
You can remember. Una. Thanks, Callum.
Thanks, Callum. It's Callum off.
Yeah.
Calamari.
But like they were gardeners, am I right in thinking?
They were gardeners.
And they solved crimes. What are the fucking police doing at this point in time when they're relying on gardeners to help
Single
solve
moms
this crime?
that sit at home on Facebook do more work than the police. Trust me.
That's true.
They do more work than the feds.
Mumsnet is basically a
police nowadays.
Facebook, them Facebook
is the
groups.
fifth, what's it called? Thingy service.
Police nowadays.
Emergency service.
Mumsnet is the fifth emergency service. Tell them.
Yeah, police nowadays don't even do anything.
If I ever die, ring the
just
police.
post it on
Don't ring
Facebook.
Mumsnet.
No. We'll ring Mumsnet.
They post it on Facebook and let the mums do the
They'll
work.
find out who did it.
Yeah.
In a humour.
Have you seen this man? No, but I will find him for you. Don't worry.
If he's been vaccinated, we'll get him. Stuff like that.
Mckola, the group, we got a Dutch view on this perspective of us saying they're moody.
You said they're moody, not me.
Yeah, well, I'm cool with Mckola, the group, so I've got a Dutch friend I can say.
Right.
Mckola says, as a Dutch person, we can be very blunt, talk about blunts. Blunt and abrasive at times.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think to that then?
Holland's probably the country I've been to the most in my lifetime.
Britain.
Yeah, you don't go to Britain, mate.
Well, you do when you're coming back off holiday, you silly sausage. Next. Done you there, mate.
Got him.
I've got you. And I am
Surely to go to Britain, you have to go to all 4 places.
You come back to Britain.
Britain. Also, I don't think Northern Ireland.
Here's a good
part of
question
Britain,
for
is it?
everyone.
It's
I know
that's
the
United
answer to
Kingdom,
this.
I believe.
Creighton Fox
Britain
says,
is just the landmass. Am I correct?
Shut the fuck up.
I think you may be right. Yeah.
Creighton Fox says British version of The Office or American.
British.
Good question. That I do love the American version, but I would probably go with the British version.
Both wrong.
So that exact sentence.
You're both wrong.
Well, it's not.
They're both very good, but
Yeah.
the American version's better.
Okay.
Simply.
Simply better.
Who's as good as Dwight? Michael Scott's
David
better
Brent.
than David Brent.
No.
Correct, Amundo.
Absolutely false.
Yeah.
Also, Gareth is as good as Dwight. See you later.
Gareth's
Finch
not
is
better than
as good
Jim,
as
brother.
Dwight.
You mad? Pam's better than the other one as well.
Oh, so you don't even know the characters, so you've not
Exactly,
really
because Pam's better.
So you've not really seen it.
Are you thinking of Dawn?
You're thinking of
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah, Pam's better than Dawn.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
At one time or another, every bloke in the office has woken up at the crack of dawn. Didn't laugh like that when you. I didn't laugh like that when you gave me a US office quote, did I? They're both.
Can
really
we not
great.
get these comments up for him so you don't have to
Yeah,
sit
look,
with his head
his
down?
face is-
Looks
it's
really
like his-
great on
like-
the. No, I don't want the. We can have comments though, can't we?
You can. Screenshot them.
No,
and
you
bring them
screenshot
up.
the ones that aren't
Like
the
you did in
score.
the last game.
There's something happened in the game to talk about. Bit God said.
No.
No.
It's tragic.
Because at the moment, we've got you on fucking Deliveroo and him with his head down.
His nose is literally touching the screen as well.
Whenever I leave the house, my mum says, "Get your head down, son." So that's what
he's doing.
When is the Rona over?
2050.
Well, they'll bring them up then, and we can read them.
Aren't you glad our producer's back?
Orangey, glad I didn't say banana. United have been mediocre as hell, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Jay can. That's
What
all
language does the word mediocre originate from?
Jay's losing the will to live. It's been a long day for Jay.
Help me. I think I've got a paper.
Do you know what language the word pundit comes
Fuming
from?
about.
Pundit,
Did
Indian.
you know
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Good that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's a good word. When you know it's Indian, it makes sense, but I wouldn't have thought it.
I put the pundit in pundit.
Right, Huggy Bear. I need all of it on the screen, by the way.
Yeah, you just
You did that on purpose, and I know you did it on purpose, and you know you did it on purpose, producer Cam, because you smirked as you did it.
You do know you haven't got a real disability, right? You've only got
Huggy
diabetes.
Bear says Rome's badge is the Capitoline wool-sucking Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome.
Played Donny.
Oh, that's a foul.
Igalo, man, he's a bit cack today. He gets ahead of the play, so like they'll be looking for the short pass. But
we got another
Igalo
one?
will go for the long run.
Right, can I see that as well, please? It should have been up by now.
crisps.
I know. Priorities here. Aye.
Richard Burney
Sorry,
said
Cameron.
the US version had more good episodes,
Yeah, because there was about
but it
70 more
also had
episodes.
more bad episodes.
Yes.
Go on, Jesse.
Pound for pound is what
Oh,
we're
so if
talking.
so, if he agrees with you, you like that bit. But if he dis,
If he agrees with me, I agree with him, and if he doesn't, I don't. Yes.
This makes
Interesting
great
that, isn't
viewing,
it?
by the way.
How opinions work.
You know you're doing it on purpose, right? Aditya Raju says, do you see Poch becoming the manager? All his tactics are going from baffling to ridiculous.
What else is baffling is, why would it even be Poch? He didn't win anything
Listen,
at Tottenham. He got
hold on.
sacked from Tottenham.
I got some.
Why is it either Ole or Poch?
I got slander on my name right now. Someone said I like the US in-betweeners. Can you get stuff?
No.
US in-betweeners, US shameless. They can all piss off.
Horrendous.
Why is it? Can we just go back to the point? Why is Poch even in the running to be Man United manager?
It
'Cause
might
he's a good manager and he's available.
If he was that good, why isn't he won any trophies?
Nah,
or
don't
got
start
a
doing.
job?
Don't,
Or got a job,
bro. Don't start doing.
Why
this.
hasn't he got a job?
Because in 6 months when he's Man United manager and you're fucking backtracking like.
No,
you're gonna look
If
stupid,
he
bro.
becomes Man United manager, I'll say that I support him as United manager. I'm not going to say that he's the right man for the job.
But you can't come out and say, why is Poch being linked to Man United? There's an obvious reason why Poch is being linked
I
to
would
Man
say
United.
this. I would say
here's
this.
what I'll say
I
then,
don't
I'll
want him
rephrase
as
it.
Manchester United manager.
I believe he isn't good enough
Yeah,
to be Manchester United
I agree.
manager.
If
Or
Ole
there
Gunnar
is not much
Solskjaer is good
evidence.
enough, Poch is more than good enough. That is what
He's
I
won,
would
he's
say.
won less than Solskjaer.
Bro, if Poch managed in the Norwegian league, he'd have won the Norwegian. Come on,
Well, do it
bro.
first.
Let's not be stupid here.
I'm not being stupid, right? What I actually mean, the winning stuff I'm not so bothered about. He's a good manager and he improved Tottenham. He didn't win anything with Tottenham and he left without winning
No, but
anything.
you're now going away from the
that's
question. The
difficult.
question was,
Yeah.
why does Poch get linked to Man United? He gets linked to Manchester United because he's a very good coach and he's available.
There's another one here from a Trek Badge Pie. De Gea didn't need Bruce Rio to make him look good.
Ooh.
I don't think. Well, I don't know what that means.
I think what
So
you're saying
Bruce
is
makes Michael look good. Rio made Van der Sar
I don't
look
think
good.
Bruce made Schmeichel. I'm not Schmeichel's biggest fan, but it stretches
Whoa,
imagination. And I
whoa,
like Steve
whoa,
Bruce,
whoa,
but I don't think
whoa.
Bruce made Schmeichel look good.
Whoa.
I like De Gea.
And
I think
then,
he's a great goalie.
You know, and I think there's an argument as well that like if you're doing nothing for 89 minutes, then you're asked to make a save, which is what I said about Van der Sar. It can be more difficult than if you're busy all game.
Football was different under Schmeichel as well, I think. There's a lot more goals in the game.
Yeah.
Less
You
clean
look at
sheet.
those seasons, it was all like 3-1 and stuff
You'd
like
lose
that.
against Wimbledon, bro.
what I mean.
Concede like 2-3 goals against them. And be thinking, what the fuck happened there?
No,
You can get rid of that now, by the way. That comment.
By the way.
I've read it out.
You don't like Schmeichel.
By the way is a phrase that doesn't actually mean anything, can it?
By the way.
Yeah, it just doesn't actually mean anything, does it? You could any sentence you use by the way in, you could say without the words by the way.
Do you want another phrase like that?
Go on.
Long story short, you could just not say that and carry on because
that makes your story longer.
Yeah, and because when you're recalling a story, it's understood that you're going to cut out large chunks of it for
There's
time.
loads of things like that, isn't there? Like
Yeah, but long story short's one.
goes
which is
without saying.
superfluous
There's
every
another one
time
that
you
I always
choose.
say, and I think, well, what does that mean?
Yeah, if it goes without saying,
No, why
don't
say?
say it,
Yeah,
you dickhead.
goes without saying.
You come late. have a bath when we're fucking live.
Mr. Republican. We've got to go and
shit in the shower.
Make America great again.
Order food while we're live, and now fuck off.
He released a bag full of flies into the shower.
That's what they do.
It was my loose meat that drew them here.
I think Igalo's getting angry. I mean, Donny van der Beek's getting angry at Igalo. So every time he does something, he looks at Igalo and Igalo flops it. Reminds me of how he was with Daniel James the other day. He's like, he's looking at him and he's like...
Possession.
Now
in the last 10 minutes,
can't pass.
Luton have had 70%. Manchester United have had 30%.
Parking the bus, some may say.
Super chat.
We are a bit poor.
Mark Slater says, thoughts on Daniel James to Leeds on loan?
No.
No chance.
On loan?
I don't mind getting rid of Daniel James, but don't send him to loan. Leeds.
I think we can't get rid of him.
And he's too old to send him out on loan.
I don't think we've
Just
got enough
get
players to get rid of him now.
Doesn't bring anything to the team.
He literally starts though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right, Aditya Rahu says, Potts reached the CL final. Ole is yet to reach a final. I'm having to do that because there's loads of wires in the way, so I'm having to read it over the wires.
Shane says, I'm the most negative fan in the world at the moment.
Potts reached the final, which is good, but it took him 4 years, and he had a good squad.
I'm not. I mean, yeah, credit to his final, but they didn't turn up, did they?
No.
I hated that final.
They didn't win it.
No,
They just didn't turn up at all. They were like, "Oh, we've got to the final, we've made it." And like, no, you have to win the trophy.
He's also been. He was there for a long time, Potts, to get to that position. And
He
if they
also-
peaked and then fell off the face of a cliff the season after.
He also lost a final. Ole's never lost a final for Man United.
He's lost 3 semis.
We've all been there.
Oh, is that because I said that about Daniel James? Sorry, guys. Daniel James fan
we
club
haven't
in
got
the
enough
comments.
players to get rid of Dan James, despite what you think of his quality. He plays for us because we just don't have enough players.
Yeah, but if we sign Sancho,
Well, yeah, but that's a
someone
different
else,
question, isn't it?
get
If
rid of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a different
if you
question,
sign,
but yeah, I
if you
agree
sign
with
sign two forwards, then Dan James is first on the list to go.
Crunch.
Christopher's doing. Is that the Cheers theme tune?
I
wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Why?
Just I don't know. Just.
Making your way in the
What's your
world.
favourite kind of morning breakfast show? Kind of like Everybody Loves Raymond, King of Queens, Frasier.
Frasier's great and it got a great theme tune.
Liam Quinn. Ole will never take us to a Champions League final.
Having a conversation.
Well, I just interrupted it to read that super chat. Well, not that super chat. There's that comment out.
Guess where?
I wanna go where everybody
I don't know
knows
that he
your
will,
name.
but I don't.
Don't know that he won't.
Yeah.
If we don't sign any fucking players, no one will.
Yeah, exactly. You think I'll...
What's the fastest speed do you think Matta goes?
In his car, probably.
On foot.
On foot, no more than...
Is he like one of them mums power walking up the road?
Yeah, that's how fast he's when he's sprinting. Yeah, I think he's like that. Yeah, I agree.
Jay's like that when he does his 5k, you know.
Mate.
in his leggings.
101 minutes.
I'll put my time up against any of you lot. Yeah, well, maybe not him.
Jay's one of
Nothing
them.
him.
Oh, here's
He
me.
drinks beetroot
Oh, yeah,
juice,
been
he
on a
better
run
have
today,
him.
Instagram. Really?
I wouldn't beat Jay.
Been sat outside the off license.
Those days are over.
Video stops panting straight away. Gets back in the car. Drives out to
You
the...
did on the 25 minutes, didn't you, the day?
Drives out to the
Under
wilderness.
20, yeah, 24,
That's actually-
30, mate. Do you know what I mean? For a
11
40-year-old recovering alcoholic. Come on, Joe.
I'm-
Give me
I'm
some
You
credit.
reckon you could beat him, Joe?
Who do you think wins in a foot race?
I'm gonna take that
Matta or
from Matthew in a
Matic?
minute.
Oh, 5.
I'm in the
Matic, longer
comments.
legs. Matic, longer legs.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I just want to rattle Jay till he takes his phone off me so me and him have a scrap. Make this watch along interesting.
Matic or Mata?
Cherry Coke or
Matic.
Cherry Pepsi?
Cherry Pepsi.
Cherry Pepsi's.
Shut the fuck up.
Cherry Pepsi's up there with the best soft drink out there ever.
Yeah, it is. Well said.
Up there.
You're drinking Coke Zero, bro.
It's just...
If they had Cherry Pepsi
What about
at Nando's, then I
the
would've
suggestion that it's just Dr. Pepper for cowards?
I love Mario's super chat. He said, so many know-it-alls in our fan base, man. I don't know how you guys deal with it all the time. Haven't we kind of
We are
made a
them.
living
We
out
are
of
them.
being know-it-alls?
We are them.
Yeah, bit
Yeah,
of
we don't
critical
know
to
any-
judge
we
that.
don't know anything either.
Cheers, Mario, though, man. We appreciate you
We do
and your
appreciate it.
support, brother. We've got another few, so shut the phone call. Francie Brady says Poch slightly improved the 2 Prem teams he managed looking at average position and think winning is not important. Yeah, you forgot what you done at Southampton, eh?
I haven't forgot about it, but that's like saying you forgot what Ollie did at Mulder.
Beam Player says watching Lingard, Pereira, Igalo, and Mata and James trying to create in the final third is like eating a butter sandwich. These are attacking players.
You a fan of a butter sandwich?
Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah,
I like butter and crisp.
Thanks for the super chat. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe as well.
I prefer a butter sandwich to watching this.
Eric Bailly.
Get involved in the comments. And Mac will read them out.
All of them.
You want me to read all of them, mate? Dandelion and Burdock, thoughts? Says Christopher.
I like it with fish and chips.
Great shout. Great
From the chippy, you like kind of that. And then you have that outside cone of chips, and you get to the bottom, and there's like that much vinegar just sat in the bottom. Face like that. I love that. Love it.
See, vinegar's a weird thing. Like, I love it when I get food from the chippy.
Yeah.
You see the vinegar you have at home in your cupboard.
Yeah, that's all right.
Won't touch
I have
it.
that.
Do you know it's a different thing?
Nah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did they water down the one in the chippy?
They water it down, but it's also something else. It's not called it's not vinegar. It's called. We've done this before. No, we've done this before. There's a guy in the comments last year who used to own whose dad owned a chippy. It's not vinegar. It's called
This
like
is where the
something
Stretford
spirit.
Paddock came from.
Vinegar in a chippy is called malt spirit or something. It's a different thing.
White spirit?
No.
Yeah.
We never got to go to his chippy. That's where the term the Stretford Haddock was dubbed.
You should come to one of my shows called the Chippy Chat when we're back and we go to
Yes.
Chippy. I went to a chippy in Sweden.
You did, didn't you?
With Henrik Larsson.
I saw the one.
Man like. Guess what? I texted him happy birthday the other day.
What did he reply?
And he texted me back.
Really? Saying stop texting me.
Who's this?
It was this emoji.
I told you before, Mac.
New number, who's this?
Delete my number. We had this conversation.
He must roll his eyes every time he sees a text from me.
Has he got the deepest voice of any player to play for Man United?
Deepest voice?
Yeah.
Larson?
It's very deep, isn't it?
It's not deep.
Is it not?
It's
got a little
it's
rumble
like
to
it's
it.
like a it's got a
gravel
to it. Yeah, it's got a gravel.
If you're on the register, not that
Whoa,
one.
Whoa. Speaking from experience
If
there.
you're on the register, I mean, like,
They make you sign on once a week. It's terrible.
He's got some high notes, but the lowest notes of his voice
I wouldn't have thought. It didn't strike me as being particularly low.
You must have had some phone numbers in your time.
Yeah.
Who's the best? Which was the best one you got?
I'm trying to think. They're all shit. Like no one like like politicians. And if I say them, you'll be like, oh, I hate it. Even because a lot of them are Labour politicians.
Halson
but you
thinks
like
he has Messi's number or had Messi's number.
He chats it.
No, he doesn't. Right? What?
So
that's like
he's probably gonna say, "Oh, I've sent him a Paddock shirt."
Don't.
Well,
he'll come to training next week.
No, so the story he said was that he was in a group.
When he says he's gonna come watch us, and he went, "Why the fuck would I care about that?" Do you remember? I was like, oh no.
Go on,
What he said was, he said that he had some agent's number, some Argentinian agent's number, and he went to send happy birthday to someone, and instead of sending it, he sent it to
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Instead of sending it to each individual person, he created a group chat, and he had Veron, Heinze, Tevez, Messi, all them in the same group chat.
Yeah, I remember that.
Lavezzi.
Steve tells you some, and sometimes they're true, and sometimes they're not. So it's hard to, like, Steve could tell me, "Yo, David Beckham's coming to the office tomorrow," and I'd be like, "I ain't gonna go in," because he's probably talking shit. But then you'll probably see him on the Instagram
There's a little
story,
bit
and
in
he's
you,
there.
yeah. There's a little bit. I know what you're like thinking. Do you know what? I'll just go in for something else anyway.
Yeah.
I needed to go in.
Yeah.
Not coming in. But
I don't believe you, but I'm here anyway because I needed to use
Killian,
the computer.
It says the chip shop vinegar is called non-brewed condiment.
Thank you,
I'm
Killian.
gonna buy that.
Non-brewed condiment.
No. Non-brewed condiment. No.
Come on, eh?
Shit song.
No.
41 minutes gone in this game. It's 0-0
Yeah, but
against.
it's better than this, isn't it? This
Champ.
is absolute.
Who's your number anyway? Who's the best number you've got?
Turgid
You must have a few. You little media whore.
Yeah, probably Henrik Larsson. I got a lot of rappers, but no one would really know who they are.
No.
Like grime rappers.
Yeah.
Like
Joe's
Footsie and them.
Yeah.
Stormzy and that.
Love him.
Or
her.
Bossman Birdie.
Yes.
He's
Man like that. You don't
Who
know
else?
about man like that.
Man like, yeah. I do. Man like.
Got Henrik Larsson's number. You know
Graham
about
Artist, love him.
Let me have a look.
Thank you for that.
Can we order some of that from Amazon, please?
Let's have a look. Say Amazon.
I wonder why that's what they do in fish and chip shops. But they
I got
don't
that.
leave
Remember
it out
that
in the
guy
shop.
that went viral, Andy Tate?
Yeah, I've got his number.
Should we phone him?
Yeah. I've got
There's no halftime show.
I've got Leroy Leiter's phone number.
That's a good phone.
Very
number
good.
as well.
Very good.
I haven't really got it, but it'd be good, wouldn't it?
You haven't really got. You made that up.
Ooh, yeah, I made that one up. Yeah, that was a lie. That one. Yeah, the most famous person's number I've got is Stephen Howson.
I'm more famous
Got
than
James,
Stephen.
yeah.
Surely.
Tell that to Twitter followers, mate.
I made Stephen Howson. Yeah, but Steve follows people, unfollows them, and now he's got them trapped.
Yeah, and he bought 90,000 Twitter followers.
Penalty! Yay!
Come on, Brandy!
Manchester, Manchester United does it again.
Who's having it?
Lingard.
Donny.
Nah, it's got to be Donny van der Beek, hasn't it? Oh,
Igalo.
Matter.
We'll
Just
just say
say
names
say
now.
words, lads. Give it Henderson on his first game.
Just say what you
I love
see.
People are like that. Give it Henderson.
Say
Well
what
done,
you
Brandy.
see.
Brandon, you earned it. You can take it, mate. That's what should work.
Oh, that's handball anyway.
Yeah, that's how I would be in a game if I was the left back, got fouled for a penalty. But I'm fucking taking.
I'm taking
this.
it.
Well,
I got
The
fouled.
number 9's looking at you like, what the fuck? It's like Ross Barkley in the.
well done.
Remember in the Champions League for Chelsea, Ross Barkley.
Yeah,
He took the ball off Willian and Jorginho, and he's like,
It is.
"Give me fucking that."
Juan, take
Come
it.
on, Juan.
I'm
you
not even
beautiful
bothering
little
about
man.
not watching his penalty because, come
Well,
on, it's
don't
not
know.
that dramatic. No,
Come
it's not
on,
that
Juan.
dramatic, is it? Come on,
Well,
Yeah.
get in.
This is the most.
That's how you.
Tory
This is how you
football
celebrate,
celebration
mate.
we've
It's the
ever
Carabao
had.
Cup. You're not going to go
That was slow
berserk, are you?
golf clap, that one.
We literally just.
I
Went
know,
like
but come on. We've not sunk that low yet, have we? That we're going to scream round the room on a
Depends.
third round
that.
penalty.
First time we've been winning all season.
It's our
Really?
first penalty this season.
That's one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Ollie out. That's all I'm going to say to you.
Well, we seen them Arsenal fans during the fucking Charity Shield, didn't we?
Don't get me started.
That was funny.
Don't get
One
me
of them got
started.
his cock out
Say again.
on the watch along.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Look, unfortunately, it was illegible, like eyes wise.
You could see it.
No, it was illegible.
You
Oh,
could
right.
see it eyes wise. I mean, yeah.
I mean, don't get me started on that because we'll go down
No,
a
I
rabbit
want
hole.
to
but
get you started.
Don't.
I want you to get started.
Right, but no, I don't want to because certain things like just really fucking irritate me about it all.
I got Mashtown Margs' number. Do you know that?
Do you know what? You've got me at it now. Whose number have I got?
I've got no one.
You don't?
Whose number have I got, Joe? Got a United Legends number, haven't I? That was here yesterday.
Oh, you have. You got more than me.
He came here yesterday,
You got
didn't
more
he?
than
The
me.
boy Chucky.
Have I got any famous people's numbers?
I can't even find. Do you know what?
You know, I had a story I wanted to tell you when you were talking about the groups. Remember the maid of the group? For Messi's number getting to Steve, apparently, somehow. So I got a friend,
Can you be a
yeah.
bit quieter, please?
Yes.
Sorry.
I mean, we're only filming one of the biggest shows on YouTube at the moment.
Right.
Got a friend once. I won't say his name, save embarrassment.
Right, go on.
Himself. But he was on WhatsApp anyway. He was a single lad living his life, so he didn't have anything to lose in that sense. But he thought he was making a group of contacts. Yeah.
Right.
Little did he know he was making a WhatsApp group.
Right.
Yeah. So he added all these girls
Right.
to this list, thinking this was going to be a list of numbers that was
Yeah.
just going to be for his own viewing.
Ah, right. Okay.
I can't remember what the title was, but it was something outrageous.
No.
And next thing you know, all these numbers have been added into a group together, and he's the only fella in there.
No. No.
They've all started talking to each
How
other.
to ruin your chances with a dozen people at once.
If he's watching, he'll know who it is. But
I knew a lad who was searching for a girl on Facebook when he was with his missus and put her as his
Searched it,
status.
posted it.
As his status.
Oh no!
So he's and there was his status. And his missus, everyone knew. He was only up for like 4 seconds or whatever, but by that time,
Especially imagine if,
someone
like,
had seen
if
it.
it was someone that his girlfriend knew that. He
Yeah,
was
like,
with.
yeah, it was one of those things, like, he was
Half time.
searching for his, like...
That's an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
I got man like
disaster
JK, where have you been? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I know that is. Yeah. Jamiroquai.
Not Jamiroquai.
Mate, to be
Birmingham's
fair,
finest.
right, I'm with you, I don't know any of these people that he talks about. Do you know what I mean?
These are both just massive.
Oh,
racists,
fuck off.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Yandanda,
Yeah.
I love
professional
her.
footballer, you could.
I mean him.
I got troops. He's probably the most famous person in my phone, actually.
That's all right. To be fair, though.
Formerly of...
Yeah, wow. Of what is it now? Barstool Sports.
Yeah, man. To be
Crazily
fair,
right wing them. Which
to
is
be
a
fair,
surprise
though,
they've got troops.
Yeah, but it's different in America, isn't it?
You may laugh, but
What do you mean surprise?
I thought
Specs Gonzalez actually is the most famous person in my phone.
I have to show this tweet. We can't put it up on there. So I've gone through the hashtag Paddock Match Day to have a look. A few people getting involved
It's
in
not
that.
guy who keeps sending his...
No, it's this one.
Whoever you are, by the way, when you keep sending pictures...
What, let me see.
You keep sending pictures
That
of your
needs to be on
genitals
the
into
screen.
Stretford Paddock.
It needs to be on the screen. It needs to be on the screen. No, let them put them up. Put it up. Put it up.
inappropriate.
It's not inappropriate.
not
It's fully
inappropriate.
appropriate.
no, if you don't want it, though. If you don't want
No,
it,
he does.
Have you
It's
seen
not
it?
him. It's not him.
It was
know,
a very
but-
difficult time in my life.
It's not him. You can post it.
Jordan
all right,
tattoos.
all right, right, fine.
Can we? How about 3 of us don't be on our phones?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
He's got me at it
Come
with
on.
who's the most famous person in your phone.
The most famous person in my phone is...
He's got Brian McClare.
Andy Tate is probably the most famous person in my phone. You may laugh, but
It's true.
he's instantly recognisable.
No, that's why I
Everyone
said true,
knows.
'cause it's true.
Everyone knows who Andy Tate is. Like,
I've got Brian Lara's phone number.
No, you don't.
Me.
No,
No, I don't, but he'd be so cool.
You're
Butcher.
like
Yeah, just some bloke lives in the Brian Lawrence. I call him Lara, shorter.
Right, I need a Willy Water album.
A Willie what's name?
So that was really entertaining, was it?
First half is completed.
what have you got here?
I've got broccoli.
Broccoli.
You are such a Tory.
What is wrong with broccoli?
Who gets I didn't even know Nando's did.
You buy bottled water. You can't say oh.
No, I don't. I bring
He
tap water
refuses
from
to
home.
drink tap water
That
from the office.
is my bottle there, and it's water from Salford.
Yeah, but you brought it from another postcode.
Salford, mate. Salford water is better.
Broccoli from Nando's is not a bad. Is never a bad shout. Well,
Thank
I
you.
have.
Cam
got-
just said you don't go Nando's for broccoli, and he's right.
Well, I have.
Well,
So-
you're wrong.
He's on a fitness kick.
Yeah, as I dip my peri salted chip into some mayo.
Is it steamed or is it grilled?
Steam with a bit of garlic in there.
Oh, I like that. I garlic brock. First half, then. Give me
job
your
done.
200-word review.
I think United have looked comfortable. Luton have obviously had a lot of the ball, not done a lot with it. I think we're good value for our lead. Not much to shout about. I thought Lingard's been okay. Donny van der Beek looks good. Not too impressive with Odin Gallo. Hopefully he'll kick on a little bit in the second half. One matter as well. Obviously took the penalty and scored. So I'm quite happy with that. But there's not a lot to shout about. But there's not a lot to moan about either. So all in all, happy 45 minutes for Manchester United and our supporters.
That 200 on the button.
200 on the button, Jay. I don't know how he does it.
This isn't my first rodeo.
It isn't. It's not been great, has it? It's been pretty boring.
It's because they've not threatened, and I think we've looked very comfortable for as much as there's the odd time they chipped a ball
And they
in
had possession
behind.
for a bit, but they didn't do well. Did they?
No,
It's one of them minutes where you just let them have it.
The one thing is having the back six that you've got there is quite a strong back six for United. They aren't they're gonna struggle to get through any of that. So I think that by having that, we've looked comfortable, not really created much, which I think we were all kind of expecting that from that team that he put out.
Yeah.
Maybe see Greenwood, Fernandez,
Yeah.
and do you want
Is
some
there
broccoli?
any need to do that, though?
I've seen
Green from Nando's.
I know, I
what's
just said
wrong
that.
with
Just,
it?
that's exactly what I've just been on about.
I don't mind it. I'm on your side, mate.
You can't order green stuff from Nando's.
You
bro.
can, and I
Green.
have.
Money be green, motherfucker.
That's how you know man are loaded, you know. Plays golf. Votes Tory. Definitely loaded.
What's wrong with being loaded? Isn't that the dream?
It is the dream.
Well, shut up then.
For people like me, it's just a poor pipe dream.
Is it?
Yeah. How about by folks
To
like
order
you?
broccoli
By
from
the man.
Nando's.
He's literally
Do you know what?
the
for
richest
people,
man on
for
this
people
table.
for people at home, yeah. Can I just
They
say,
must think we all hate each
90% of the time I am joking.
No, you're not.
90% of the time.
Mate, I've got the messages right. You fucking hate him.
No, I'm not joking about that. I hate him. But he's not. He's not.
I stick up for you,
he's
mate.
not
I
really
don't.
Racist.
Why do you hate me then?
Just
If I'm not racist, why do you hate me?
coming round here trying to take my job.
That's good point. Yeah, good point.
Didn't even want to speak to you that day.
What day?
That day.
That's how you take your chances, mate.
You jumped on my
Hey,
mic.
He walks into that
Forcing
camera.
yourself
Walks onto
on
that camera unknown and walks off a legend.
Yeah.
Like Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock.
Yeah, exactly. Hey Joe, indeed.
Exactly.
And then Steve groomed him.
Yeah, Steve groomed me. From there on out, it was,
He did, didn't he?
I was
He
Steve's.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Steve's like, don't worry, I've got Joe.
He said I used to walk in and say,
Don't need you anymore, I've got
he said,
Joe.
If it's not oiled up, what are you doing here? That's what he used to say. You going for another win?
I tell you what.
I'd love a bottle of beer.
No, we haven't got any more. I've got
Penalty incident, they're calling it.
It wasn't Brandon now. Is it Brandon? Yeah.
It was
He's
clever by Brandon.
sort of bought it,
Slowed
didn't he?
himself
Slowed
down,
down.
turned into it. But he tripped
It's
him. It's a clear trip.
Stonewall penalty.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it's not a penalty. But you know, you got to buy him sometimes. And just because it's Luton again, I don't think you need to be above a bit of gamesmanship, a bit of sorting it out so you get a penalty.
Do you know what?
Gotta
Right.
do that.
The thing is,
Professional football.
you know as well as I do that if we don't comfortably win today, the knives will be out.
Yeah.
So people will be going, "Whoa, Luton."
Okay.
No, don't put it in front of me.
I'll be over limit.
No bottles at all.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there not some of the other
Showing us some
different
other
bits
chances
in there?
here. It wasn't many, to
There's
be
like
honest
some
with you.
flat coke in there. Guys, if you could send us some stuff for our fridges, can we get a PO box?
We
we
can,
can.
but we
You have to
ain't
pay
got
for one of them.
Yeah, presumably.
Oh, fuck that. We'll just give you Steve's address.
Steve's home address.
Would you say Darren Fletcher's a legend?
More
No.
than De Gea.
I know. Let's not go down that rabbit hole again.
If
I
David De
always
Gea
think with
isn't
Darren
a legend,
Fletcher's
Fletcher
bit-
isn't a legend. Sorry, but it's just the way things
For me,
go.
Fletcher's more of a legend than De Gea.
Was Darren Fletcher ever a first choice player for Man United?
Yes, the year that... Yeah, of course it was, when he got suspended in the Champions League semi-final.
That's a
And
myth,
people
by the
were-
way. that
No,
we
it's
would
not a
have
myth, I
won-
was alive.
That we would have won that game if...
That bit's a myth.
I'm not... Yeah, that's not the myth.
He wasn't going to mark Messi, Xavi and Iniesta on his own, was he?
And the fans...
I think we'd have had a better go at it.
Yeah. We might not win this because Fletcher isn't playing. That was the case at the time.
I get that.
Yeah.
My point is though that I'm not of the opinion that had he played, we'd win that game.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
We all were at that time though.
Of course we were.
Yeah.
Of course we were. I was screaming, fuming.
It was never a
raging.
red card though. I remember that
It was
as well.
disgusting.
And he didn't need to make the challenge because we were through. It was the last minute. He couldn't let him
Arsenal,
score.
wasn't it?
So sad.
Hey.
It's against Arsenal.
We probably
wasn't it?
still wouldn't have won.
Fabregas won it.
But
I think
people
Van
were
Persie,
literally
didn't he? Van
saying-
Persie scored the penalty.
That was one of the only runs in his career where he was first choice, but he certainly was first choice then. In that sort
Oh
of
yeah,
6
yeah.
month
I'm
lead
just
up.
saying. You can't call.
Our Champions League final teams, though, in 2009 and 2011 were both a little bit of a madness.
Yeah.
To not play Tevez in that game and not play Berbatov in the other one as well, in the squad, was just bonkers.
Michael Owen.
It's Bants, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Nah.
It's my life.
Fergie was a dickhead for that.
Yeah, mate. That's like...
He did.
Do
Was
you
a
think
dickhead.
Fergie sometimes sits to himself and sort of thinks,
No, he said it himself. Like I shouldn't have.
no,
done
no,
it.
I'm not, no, not that, and thinks, I should have won 3 or 4 Champions Leagues
Yeah, he 100%.
It doesn't reflect quite the manager he was that he only won 2.
He was. We were robbed. I mean, I know it was the quarters, but in 2004 we were robbed against Porto.
Yeah.
Completely robbed.
Scholesy was
onside by a fucking mile. You could argue in his final season against Madrid, the nanny red card.
I fancied us. I
The
fancied
Bayern
us that
one as well,
season.
we weren't-
yeah.
The Bayern one we weren't robbed.
Then we had
but
Dortmund.
Yeah, you're right.
Dortmund, Monaco, early doors.
Leverkusen was another one.
And then you had the first years where he couldn't even play all of Roy
three
Keane,
foreigners.
Irwin and
as well.
Schmeichel.
But from 2000 2003 as well, he should have had a better run there as well because that
Oh, yeah,
team
yeah, yeah,
was.
I mean, it is a
unbelievable.
madness when you look at it and you think like the Scousers have won 1 Premier League and during that same period have won 2 Champions Leagues.
But surely
Compared
it's
to
just
us
a
winning
cup, it's a
13
cup
and
tournament,
winning
you know
2
what I mean?
Champions Leagues. Sorry?
It's a cup competition, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's,
that's
why.
what I mean. I know.
In the
but,
league,
like,
the cream will always
yeah.
rise to the crop. It's not
But
always
there's
the
so
way,
many
isn't it?
seasons where you think we threw that away or decisions went against us.
Well, you look at when Porto won it, when Leverkusen got to the final at Hampden Park.
Yeah.
You know, when was it? Was it
Dortmund?
Monaco
Dortmund.
against?
Monaco against Porto.
Monaco against
Yeah, that
Porto.
was
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we've never played
Yeah,
against.
yeah, yeah.
that team.
But
Everton's
even
played
like,
4
do
finals
you
and
know
only
what
won
though?
one.
But even when you look at how it went, like Arsenal against Barcelona that season when Van Persie got sent off for him.
Can you believe Arsenal got to a Champions League final?
And that's
At that point, yes.
look at that team.
At
though.
that time,
they had
yes.
Van Persie on the bench.
Nah, bro,
They had, like
Arsene Wenger, bro, like, and the
Henry,
players that they had.
yeah,
Let's be
Henry,
real.
Ashley Cole. I
If
think
you,
they had.
if you remember, it's a cup
Campbell,
competition,
Jan
and if you've got people like
Yeah.
Campbell in your team, and you know,
Yeah,
you-
your
you're
boy,
gonna
your
play
boy
it.
came on, didn't he? Ruined that for him.
Was Ashley Cole still
Henrik
there?
Larsson.
Oh yeah.
Was Ashley
Was
Cole
that
still there? or Was it Chelsea?
06?
Oh,
Ashley
six.
Cole was at Chelsea.
No, in 06 there was his last season at
He was
at
really, he
Arsenal.
was a great
wasn't it?
player.
Ashley Cole was
Well, it might have been Clichy actually.
best
I don't know.
fullback, innit? English fullback I've seen. ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And people, old folks, Stuart Pearce. He's fucking shit, let's be real.
Stuart Pearce?
Yeah.
That's not.
You know people are going to do that, though, right?
Actually, I would say, for me, Ashley Cole's the best British fullback I've ever seen. English fullback I've ever seen.
Probably the best fullback in the world.
At the time?
Possibly. He's up there in terms of ever.
Do you think? I don't want to
in our era of football.
I just struggle, man, because like my heart does run my head, and because I have like anger and hatred towards someone or dislike him.
Yeah. Everett was amazing. Everett was the best
clouds
in
my
the world
judgment
at one
because
point.
of the whole John Terry thing. And I always think,
Ashley Cole was for a longer period the best.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Ashley Cole had more years at the top, I think.
And he was the only one for a period that could deal with Ronaldo.
He was.
It was so good. It was.
But there was times where Ronaldo had him on toast as well.
Valencia had a good record against him. Valencia when he first came, he's one of the few people that Ashley Cole struggled against him. Probably the only one.
Partly because Ashley Cole thought it was Valencia. You know, when Ronaldo, you got Ronaldo there.
But he's also one of the few players that's like probably faster and probably stronger than Ashley Cole.
Now, I remember I played in some tournament, and Niall Ranger was playing in it. Leon Knight was playing in it.
Was this in prison?
When I played against them,
it's like Pentonville versus Wormwood Scrubs.
I wish he said that so I could have called him racist.
Let's just face facts out. The two people you've just named was Jermaine Pennant playing as well by any chance.
I marked them both out of the game.
Lee Hughes.
Depends what they went down for. Stop it.
But then when I played against someone else, they found it easy. But like as soon as it was like one of them, I was like, I gotta mark these that are good.
Yeah.
And then
What? And you did well against them.
Yeah.
But it's certain, like I've seen, like we used to have them tournaments where I used to work, and some players, like I remember Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank saying at a tournament, and he treated it like the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Like screaming at the ref in the five-a-side. He nearly broke a keeper's hands because he had a penalty that hard.
Has Andy ever told you about when he played for Oldham?
Who?
Andy Tate.
But he played for Oldham?
Yeah.
What, football?
Yeah.
Why?
In a charity game. And I think he played with someone like Dean Windass or something. I can't remember who it was. Oh, was it Dean Windass? It might not have been Dean Windass. It was someone, though, that's quite a big figure. Did Dean Windass ever play for Oldham?
I don't think he played for Oldham. I might be wrong. I know he was at Hull one and
I'm sure it was Dean Windass.
Dean Windass he lived around Manchester
let's
for a while.
not forget, Andy Tate never played for Oldham either. So if he's playing this game, Windass could have been knocking about.
Yeah, because it's obviously some like you said, charity game.
It's fictional for starters.
Yeah, but Andy gave a penalty away after like 5 minutes of being on the pitch, and he goes in the dressing room. The geezer bollocked him.
Really?
And it was just a charity game.
You can imagine Andy being like gutted and crying and stuff like, what?
Yeah.
Bless him.
That's not right, is it? You can't do that.
I mean, we didn't slight you, Joe, when you missed a penalty in the semi-final, did we?
No.
From
it was
the worst penalty
I love
I've ever
that
seen.
Oldham Athletic on their
It
official
wasn't worse
website
I've ever
shared
seen. It was
our
at least on target.
vlog of Andy Tate.
There's plenty of penalties that were off target that are worse than any penalty that's on target.
It was really bad.
That's true, though, isn't it?
A penalty on target is always better than a penalty off target because at least
And
you've
he
got
said
a
it's
chance
the
of
worst penalty
scoring.
I've ever seen. He's just not watching enough
It
football.
was from 4 yards away.
It was on target. The goalie filled the net because he was a big lad and it was a small net. And I said, I don't want to take one of these because I'm in pain mentally, and I missed. Well, I didn't miss. He saved it.
He saved it, right.
Through what honestly
It's on video,
miracle
Jay.
of physics.
It's on video, Jay. I can show you the video.
No point. Wouldn't improve anything.
What
are you watching?
He's got his
Silent
shades
video.
on.
Like, watching videos of Andy Tate. Let me see.
Watching
Hold
Andy
that,
Tate
keep
make
hold
his
of that.
Oldham debut,
Yeah,
man.
do you know what? That's not a bad shout. Let's have Macca in the room
Confiscated.
for a bit.
I am in the room. I was in the chat room with
I know, but let's
the
bring up
with the full-time Devils of Stretford Paddock.
Bring up comments on the screen.
Yeah, Joe can see him.
I can read them.
Broccoli later.
Yes. No, the
now,
relevant
yeah.
ones.
You can't
entertaining
save
ones.
broccoli.
Have you done many of them charity games?
I don't get invited to them. They don't want brown people at them places. I played against Hashtag once, seen as Hashtag are in the news.
Did you?
And they asked me to stop tackling.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I am hard as nails.
Is that because you've notoriously a bit of a sort of
No, no.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking good.
He's not that. He's a nightmare with the refs.
Nah, I'm nice.
He was a
No,
nightmare.
you're not.
He was a
You
nightmare
will
when-
not walk away from a referee when he's giving you
when Karthik was ref.
I
that
once
was
got sent off
fantastic.
in a
honestly,
league
mate,
game
honestly,
for my team for calling the referee.
Uh-oh.
Do you want me to offer some suggestions?
Right.
Some of your favourite insults? Suck your mum?
No. It was he looked like someone. Oh, Oh, he's an
You're a
old
dickhead,
singer.
man. Did you
See
say
now,
He was an old singer.
you
You
can't.
Lionel
Van
Blair
Joss.
looking motherfucker recording.
Lionel Blair looking motherfucker.
That's what I called it.
There's some stats there.
Lionel Blair, right? 90% of our audience are going, who the fuck is Lionel Blair? Google it. It's the most random. And you don't even look old enough to know who Lionel Blair is as well, which is that's amazing. Like
in the football match, some like tough
you Lionel Blair, looking motherfucker.
Lionel Blair looking motherfucker. Star of stage and screen. Lionel Blair. You shitty batty looking bastard. What the fuck? Andrew Lloyd Webber looking bitch.
Lionel Blair.
The fuck? Lionel Blair looking motherfucker.
Mark, that's so random.
But it happened and I got sent off.
Of course he did.
There was another time where me and my mate nearly started scrapping like Kieran Dyer and Lee Bowyer.
What, on the same
And
team?
we both got sent off.
That's professional.
He knew I was on a yellow as well, the
Oh,
prick.
He
Still started me.
That's why you were so mad at him. Why did you fight?
There was once I was losing 3-0 and I just thought, fuck this, I'm getting sent off and just elbowed someone.
That's what you need. That's what your team needs when you're 3-0 down.
What's the point in that, would you say?
I don't want to lose. And especially when it's not your fault and you're getting dragged down with the rest of the shit cunts. You just think, alright, I'm off. Me and Wes Brown had a little tete-a-tete.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a fun one though.
Oh. Well, that's a pass.
Yeah, so the second half is underway, in case you're wondering.
Second half underway. That's a shot.
That was a foul though
You
from
need
the
that.
first start. Give the foul, innit?
Not give it.
He never gave the foul.
No.
Think is there a
Pudding.
chat coming on? Comment? No? No, right, okay.
Seemed like we
That
might
camera's
enjoy it.
very much in the way, innit? Of
I can
reading
read it.
everything.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
Joe, as long as Joe can read it, he
if Jay does this.
he can supervise the comment.
What's your
reading.
favourite sad song? It's a good question, isn't it?
My
Bridge over
favourite
Troubled
song-
Water's pretty good.
Like a bridge over trouble.
Vincent by
That's very good.
Don
Starry
McLean.
Night, that one.
Vincent by Don McLean, yeah, one of
Yeah.
my favourites. That's a sad
Starry
song.
Not that
Starry
one.
Night.
Not that one, Cameron. No.
You're not drawing for the love songs or nothing like that.
Well, Blood sounds like sad.
What
about Everybody Hurts by R.E.M.? That's the usual favourite.
That's
Everybody
depressing.
Loves Raymond.
That's the point, innit? Sad song.
Walked Out of Heaven, Jagged Edge. You know about
I don't
that?
know it now.
Feel like I just walked right out of heaven. You don't know about
No, 90s pop
Sing
boy
some more.
band.
that? No, man.
Don't get copyrighted.
I know we don't. It's like when I'm in the shower, my mum walks past. Turn that radio off, you. Sounds like a man as well.
Wow. What's yours, Baggers?
I can't think right now.
Some
Can't
country
think.
and western, I presume.
Maybe a bit of country. Do like
Hey,
I do like a bit
Patsy
of country
Cline.
now and again. Do you like country music as well?
Actually,
Don't knock
that's
it.
crazy's a bit of a crazy makes me sad because of what it reminds me of, though,
Okay.
rather than it being a sad tune.
That one.
No, crazy.
Miles Bartley. No, he's talking about Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline, that's
for
one.
feeling so lonely.
bad,
That one.
Yeah,
The
that's
Republicans love it.
Crazy.
That's why Baggers is
Yeah.
Loves it.
when he's at his rallies.
My nan used to sing it at karaoke,
Did
I
you?
wear my red
so
hat.
that's why.
sad.
So that's a bit of a sad one.
I wear my red hat.
All right, let's not get
Was she a
depressed.
widow?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
That
I
would
know. I
have
never
added-
met my granddad, so yeah.
That would have added an extra layer of sadness
Oh.
to it. Sorry to bring that up.
It's all right.
What's your favourite one then?
Sorry to bring that up. I'd never thought about it in my 31 years of life.
Sorry to bring that up.
I'll drive you on, mate, don't worry.
All right, sweet.
You're in the state. What's yours, Alex?
Can't think right now.
Mate, you've
Go
said
to
that
Spotify.
4 times and you've had in between that. You've had
I've
time
not yet,
to
but
think.
I'm not. I've switched off.
You've just got some proper minerals in that, brain food from that broccoli. You should be able to think. What's your favourite happy song? And is it last?
There's
by
too
Last
many
Album?
that
Hang on.
Go on.
David with the €2 super chat. Shop and window by Ole. Wages issue. Second 11 are crap. Written like a text message from 2004.
Shop window.
Shop and window. I don't know what the is there for. I think it means shop window. Wages issue. Do you know what that's in reference to?
David, put in
All
another
these-
comment that isn't a super chat.
Yeah.
So we kind of know what
Give us a
you're
bit
on
of
about,
context.
I think what he's saying
talked
is-
about Lingard there, maybe.
Yeah.
But the wages issue was the bit. That
And they've all got too
specific.
high wages.
Well, we can't get rid of some of these because
Yeah.
of the wages.
That's very true. Phil Jones.
In my opinion, Jesse Lingard has a big part to play still.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at the
Controversial.
lack of signings that we've made.
In this game, or
I'd keep
generally
him.
for the club?
Well, I'd hope not in this game, because this game should be. We should be winning this from this position. Has he found a paper plate on the field? Did he just put a paper plate off the field?
Been to a buffet before the
Cone?
match.
Is that one of those faces off the silhouettes?
Do you know when you're at a
Has
buffet?
someone put a Bin Laden in the crowd again and the refs had to rip his face
I
off?
think that's exactly what happened.
That happened at Leeds, didn't it? They had
Yeah.
Bin Laden sitting next to
And
Gary
Harold
Glitter
Shipman
and
or
Jimmy
something.
Savile.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Fucking hell.
Disgraceful.
That's Joe's four people round a dinner table when he answers that one. Jimmy Savile, Bin Laden, Gary Glitter,
And I just stand up and go,
Tommy Robinson.
Fight! If you're so fucking hard, fight! Like that. See who's the top dog.
Yeah,
He's
there's
the
a
one off
comment,
the
I Ross Murphy says, I believe the hot dogs go on by Celine Dion. Very good song.
The hot dogs go on.
Yeah.
Is that how it sounds? Yeah,
Yeah.
if you say hot dogs.
Dead or alive? 5 dinner guests. Who'd they be?
Oh, fuck.
Dead or Alive 5 dinner guests.
This ain't, no, we're not, come on now. This ain't scraping the barrel at a media
Mine.
event and we
But
need to
we
ask
are now.
That
fucking
would be
Brad Pitt a
my
question.
Mum, my dad, my 2 sisters, and my dog.
Is that because you've never
And
seen
they'd
them
all be
before?
dead. Because I've got the choice of dead or alive, and they're all dead. And then it's just me there eating all the food. What would yours be?
You'd be there eating all your family. What?
No, mine would just
Ours would be boring. Mine would be all football.
Yep.
Sir Alex, Beckham, Cantona.
Mine would be...
And my dad, because my dad wasn't there, he'd fucking batter me.
Was it...
Yeah, you have to.
You went for dinner with them without me, cunt.
There used to be a lad called Harry who worked at a local car dealership near my house. I
Right.
miss him.
Why?
Because I went in there once to look at a car from a mate, and he was just such a good laugh. And then you think, I'll go back in there. Anyone there the next time? So him.
Car salesmen are very, you know.
Enthralling, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
Fly by
Harry
night.
from the Nissan dealership in Worksop. He's
Right.
there. Then probably George Best, John Lennon.
John Lennon from the overrated Beatles.
And who else? Tutankhamun, probably.
Don't you need someone to line it up?
Yeah, all right then.
PK or someone.
Tutankhamun there sitting blinking.
Yeah, Tutankhamun. What's he going to do for you?
All right, then.
Hey, oh yeah. Tell us all them stories about how you died when you were 15.
All right, then a comedian.
Min.
All right, comedian then.
Great.
Probably,
That's a complete waste of a
probably
guest.
Bing Crosby as well.
Yeah,
for
Bing
some-
Crosby?
Yeah, for some after-dinner music. Yeah, Bing Crosby, Tutankhamun, Harry from the car dealership, and...
Jimmy Savile for the entertainment.
Now you're just being silly.
Yeah.
He just sort it all out. He fixed it for him,
Who
wouldn't
would
he?
yours be?
I've said it, it's boring.
Borat.
Racist.
Michael McIntyre.
Oh God, no!
Michael
I'd pay money
McIntyre.
not to be at a dinner with Michael McIntyre.
Michael McIntyre.
He follows me on Twitter.
Does he really?
I don't know why I don't follow him. Never have. But I think he's one of them people like Barack Obama who follows like 1 million people.
Yeah.
Who would yours be, Jay?
M
people.
I'd have a mix. I'd have someone like Sam Smith, right?
What, the singer?
Yeah, and then I've like Jim Davidson.
Yeah.
Just for the mix and see how they got on. You know, like, do you know what I mean? Watch it, or Nigel Farage, and then someone like
Sam Smith
Lord
and
Farrakhan.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what? Remember to refer to it as they, and watch it just kick off. That'd be entertaining.
Yeah. Like, I'd get Tiger Woods on his ex-missus and just see what happened. Just
See what I'm saying? That's much better than Tutankhamun.
Tiger Woods would be a good party. You know?
Tutankhamun. Then
Woods,
Ramesses
whatever.
the second then. Someone who actually lived that life.
Over the first.
Ramesses the second was maybe the most important person in the
Not the first.
the new age. The new age of Egypt.
I'd have. Right, no, it's alright.
Lionel Blair. Or just a referee that looks like him. I will take a stand in.
Adam Mckola.
Yeah.
My mate shouted on the touchline to a referee in America saying, "You're having a fucking Lionel Blair, mate." And I'm like, he's not going to know who fucking Lionel Blair is to start. Or what Courtney
Lionel
Ryan.
Blair.
And honestly, this ref looked round going, what
God, that's a dog with a top hat on. Not a top hat, a flat cap.
And a football shirt. Because the hat was the most weird thing.
And he's on a chair as well.
Clothes. You don't see dogs wearing hats. Dogs don't wear hats.
There's a question for the comments. Dogs, can they wear hats?
What's going on?
Mate, we seriously need to...
Oh, I'll tell you what would be a great night.
Go on.
Honestly, if you just want fun,
Go on.
Paul O'Grady.
Jesse!
Paul O'Grady.
With his dog. Remember his dog, Buster?
Paul O'Grady.
Remember Paul O'Grady's show after school? That was good.
That was great.
I used to love that.
Then I want
Rush home after
Scouse
school. Watch
dribble.
Paul O'Grady.
Then I
Right,
want,
go on.
what's the name that used to present Blind Date? Cilla Black. Paul
Oh,
O'Grady.
let's just get loads of Scousers and
Yeah,
have
Paul
some time
O'Grady,
because it's
Cilla
so
Black,
funny and
Jamie
wicked.
Paul
Tim
McCartney.
Penman.
Oh
and
my
Chris
God.
Tarrant. What a night!
That is the worst dinner
What a
party
night!
ever.
Penman, O'Grady, Black.
I would
Tarrant.
genuinely can't think of anything worse.
I would, and then I'd say, Tarrant, present this whole night like it's an episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Hi, I'm here with Paul O'Grady. That'd be so good.
When they get the bill.
Yeah. He goes,
No, we don't want to give you that.
But we don't want to
Here's your starter, but we don't want to give you that. That'd be so good. I'd be with Paul from Liverpool. How are you, Paul?
That would wear so thin so
No, it
quickly.
wouldn't.
After about 30
It's on
seconds, you'd be
for
like, you
10
know what?
series.
I'm
Joe,
done with that now.
Is that because you want to play fastest finger first with Cilla Black?
I wouldn't mind.
Wow.
She was banging back in the day, though.
So good. What, in the
Cilla Black was
60s?
banging back in the day.
In a pomp, I've
In the
heard.
60s?
Yeah, in a
the
pomp.
60s.
But by the way,
Mate, we're playing
You never
Luton.
said-
What the fuck do you want us to do? Watch the game.
We're talking about
Fucking hell.
some of Britain's all-time premier game
how old
show
are you,
hosts.
Macca?
I'm older. I am older
You're
than
older than you look, mate. Cilla Black was
I
banging back
once
in the
went to
day.
see
And Lionel Blair
Gladiators as well.
references. Gladiators, that
Now
So
we're
basically, my
talking.
next door
Yeah.
neighbour,
Storm.
Jet.
Wolf.
Jet, mate.
my next door neighbour
Yeah,
was the
right.
security
What
at
was
the
the
NIA where the Gladiators used to be.
Yeah.
So we got his ticket suite once. I went there thinking, bada bing, bada boom, it's going to be fast action,
No.
packed
It's
full
a
of fun.
TV show.
It takes fucking years, mate. My
What's
cousin
this,
fell
sorry,
asleep. We went home
Gladiators?
before the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
What, reset for the next challenge?
Yeah,
it's that
and then they
shit.
clear the whole building
Yeah,
out
yeah,
and put everything else in.
That TV is one of the biggest rip-offs live ever.
Yeah.
Some of it's alright, but some
We didn't
stuff
pay,
like
so it was
that is
alright,
terrible.
but it was
Stuff like
awful.
I went to watch 8 out of 10 Cats Just Countdown. That was pretty good because it is just the show and then they trim it down.
All right, let's move on.
Swiftly. But stuff like that where it's like contestants and
stopped watching
terms.
right.
Do you know what,
Hours
brother?
and hours for
I was
shit.
thinking
So did
where you
I.
were going with that one. I remember.
So did I. Solidarity, my friend.
Okay.
Brandon Williams has been booked.
Shock. Hey.
He got the ball.
I
He
think
got
he's
the
done
ball.
well there.
I think it was for the number of fouls, but he did get the ball. Look. Got the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tackle
That's a
that.
good
Great tackle.
It's
That's a good
Trezor
tackle.
Lualua, who's quite
What are
quick.
you looking at?
Is he
It's a great
related to-
tackle.
Yeah.
Great tackle. First
He
book
is,
in
I
a
think.
minute.
Famous Lualua.
I think it's his son.
His son, brother.
Is his son?
You had Shola. No, that was Shola Amayobi. You had. Lamana.
What is going on?
Was his name Lamana?
Lualua.
Lualua.
Lamana Lualua.
That's
He used to do backflips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loads of them.
Loads of them.
Really loads of them.
Yeah.
My favourite Newcastle striker ever is Faustino Asprilla. He was good.
He was decent.
My favourite Newcastle striker is great question.
You can't say Shearer.
David Ginola.
He's not a striker.
Well.
Yeah, I've got to give him
All right
that
then.
one. A winger. He's a winger, isn't he?
Okay then. Papi Cisse.
Do you know what?
One of the greatest introductions
Remember him
to
and
the Premier League
Bar's
of all time.
connection?
He ran out of steam at the wrong time, though.
You say that, but wasn't Bar injured when Cisse first came in? And then when they came back, they were never actually that good together. Or am I misremembering that?
All right, then maybe I'm wrong.
I remember everyone thought Papa Cisse was going to beat City that season.
That goal he scored against Chelsea is one of the most insane goals of all time. The curve on that.
Definitely didn't mean it. It was a cross.
Yeah, it was a cross, but it doesn't matter. Some of the greatest goals
Nah,
of all
he
time.
meant that. Don't
Some
say
of the
that.
greatest goals of all time are crosses.
Wow, Dennis Bergkamp's goal was a definite big fluke.
Yeah, the Newcastle one.
Yeah,
He
big
scored
fluke.
some incredible goals.
No,
that
big
weren't
fluke.
flukes, but that was.
Bergkamp was one of the most overrated players of all time.
I
but
agree.
Let's not even go there right now.
And he
Who's the
gets
most
stacked.
overrated
People
footballer of all
tried
time?
bringing him into the conversation with Cantona,
Who
but
is the most overrated
they
footballer
stink.
of all time?
Steven
Your man
Gerrard.
couldn't even catch a plane, but all of a
think?
sudden he's
Steven
as good
Gerrard,
as Cantona.
100%.
You must be having a
Who's the
laugh.
most overrated footballer of all time?
Dennis Bergkamp.
Alex?
Pele.
No.
Yeah, Pele.
He won 4 World Cups at 3 World Cups.
He wasn't even the best player in those Brazilian
He's
teams,
won
mate.
3 World Cups.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck about the World Cups?
Me.
Like, really? Like, who cares, bro?
But back in the 70s
Who
and the 60s
cares?
when, like, Santos were good.
Who cares?
Pele's not. He may be a bit overrated, but I think there's more overrated.
Like,
players
come on, man. The World Cup, bro, England got to a semi-final. Who did they beat? They beat teams that wouldn't even survive
So
the
you
Premier
think that
League.
England getting to 1 World Cup semi-final is the same as Pele winning 3 World Cups?
Yes.
Right.
Panama, Tunisia, Sweden. They wouldn't even stay up. Look, Lindelof's our defender, bruv.
Right.
And he's shit.
What's that got to do?
And that was the best player England came up to along to a semi-final.
One semi-final in 25 years.
The World Cup
isn't the same as 3 World Cup wins in one career. Is it?
Pele's shit, mate.
It's insane.
Have you not seen Escapes of Victory? Have you not seen that overhead kick whilst injured?
Who's overrated,
Hey,
though?
do you know what I mean? Come on, mate.
He did score past Sylvester Stallone.
Exactly. Well, no.
For Sylvester Stallone. Who was he called?
Don't do it.
Who was he
Don't do it.
I don't know, some German.
Oh, yeah,
I felt sorry for him.
Sylvester Stallone's mum died yesterday. Rest in peace.
Jackie Stallone.
Yeah, rest
Oh,
in peace, Jackie.
best thing that ever happened to Celebrity Big Brother.
Old.
Yeah, I know. What I've got.
98 years old she was.
Little boy.
She lived a great life.
Did she? I bet she
98 years old.
Yeah,
bro.
she lived a long life. Didn't she? She lived a great life.
Her son's Sylvester Stallone. She was balling.
Must be great. She had a bit of work done.
Imagine you need a bit of money. Oh yeah, I'll just go into
Seemed like a
Celebrity
day
Big
over
Brother.
97. Stop being mean.
She looked good there as 250.
She's not even cold, lads.
How much money did they pay Bridget Nielsen to warm that toilet for her though? That's what I want to know.
I'd love that.
Who would do that? Warm
You know
the
you can do
toilet
that.
for your
The
mother-in-law,
most
your
disrespectful
ex-mother-in-law.
thing is you can
Nah,
buy
mate. No, I'm
pre-warmed
not doing that.
toilets.
I'm not doing that. And you're doing it on
I've
telly.
missed something here.
Like, seriously.
Never seen that?
I never
Celebrity
watched
Big
that.
Brother?
No.
Celebrity Big Brother.
It was never mind.
It was when Big Brother was good.
It was, yeah.
Do you remember the first one when I was in year 7?
I
Science and that were in it.
Brian.
He was
Science.
amazing. He was like you. He was just there to cause drama.
there to
Do you remember when he
go
saved like a
annoying.
bottle of wine for a romantic meal and he drank it?
I do shit like that. Man, out here rationing and that, you know. Rationing.
He was
I
like, I don't
wouldn't be
care.
rationing.
Like, we're having that, we're sharing that. He was like, no, I'm not sharing it.
I like wine. I like wine.
Do you remember that other one that stuck it in her? The wine bottle.
Kinga.
Yeah.
She stuck the bottle.
Excuse me.
There you
The
go.
mic still picked me
She
up
put
despite
the
your
bottle
IP, yeah.
where bottles aren't supposed to go, in the garden on national television.
With her dad watching her.
Yeah. As you do.
I remember Ahmed when he started smashing all the glasses up. He was good.
Do you remember when this was back in the days though when it was like unusual and shocking
It's a great
for
ball. Is that
people
Tony?
to have sex on telly, or like even
Yeah.
the alluding
And
toward that. Whereas now on like
remember
there's
what's
like
her
a
name?
shagging room. Like, go to the sex dungeon.
Shut up.
And you're like,
The Geordie
it used to
fella.
be a shock.
She got piped in the
Someone
pool.
kissed on telly. Now it's like, this
there
is
you
the,
go.
this
Can't
is
not
the
make-
domination.
Mckola.
Mckola, that was it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Chill out.
But they used to get them bladdered. They won't do that now. They used to
No,
get them so steaming.
They
They just
don't
fight each other.
fight
Or pipe
and
each
shag
other.
Yeah.
And like, just,
Love Island is yeah. They don't.
they don't do that anymore because they've got like responsibility.
Love Island to do it.
They let them have.
No, but they don't get them drunk. They
There's
don't let
there's
them
one
drunk.
that's called like X on the beach or something.
Right,
They
yeah,
get them
yeah.
drunk on that
Do
and
they?
they scrap.
Imagine that as well.
Chairs,
On the beach with your
flying,
ex and a load
people
of beer.
I'll tell you
screaming,
something. I went
fake
to
tan all over the
when I
car.
worked for
mate.
JD at the boxing events.
Yes.
I was we used to have to look after like people
There we
in
go.
these boxes, and they used to be like,
Hey up.
Hello.
he's fucked it.
He's fucked it, bless him.
There used to be like influencers in these boxes. Oh!
Oh,
Was that Jesse?
Yeah, that was Jesse at the back post. Sorry,
No, chances
influencers.
So there used to be like these influencers in these boxes, and that.
What
And I remember
pass?
for the Usyk Bellew fight,
Yes.
there was loads of them in there, like Love Island people, all that kind of, you know, them trying to trash you
Proper
people.
riot.
And I had to pretend I liked them and that.
That's the dating app for exclusive.
And so you'd go in there and that, and then I'd go back down ringside to watch the fights, go back up and all that. But by the end of the night, they were all sniffed up, all angry,
Disgraceful
crying,
behaviour.
fighting. Like, it was just carnage.
Matic.
And because they've
great
seen a
effort.
fight as well, they're all sort of thinking they can get a bit tasty, I bet. Like,
Like,
they've
the
seen
girls
it
were just
tasty,
crying.
yeah.
The geezers were all
like ready to fight someone.
steadied up, yeah.
Ooh,
Steadied up, coked up, everything up.
Yeah. Too many drugs these days.
Disgraceful.
Don't be like them
very good.
dickheads.
Don't do it.
That's a good pass.
You can just be like us.
Yeah.
Just talk shit on the internet.
Go on, Donny. Van der Beek.
Donny.
He's on the offside.
Van der Beek. Donny. Matic just brings.
I love
a
Matic.
whole, it's not
Big
even
fan.
because obviously he's a good player, but I
But-
mean, just being able to play that position
Yeah.
and properly.
It's so difficult.
Because for me, McTominay hides too much when he's in that position.
Actually, he's got the positional awareness that matters.
Yeah, I think
He
that's
hasn't.
another thing as well. He
Jesse's been
tries to
unlucky
get
today.
involved.
not as
He
disciplined.
tries to get involved too much, McTominay,
Yeah, he's-
almost. He
yeah,
just
like,
needs to set
Matic is
just
so willing to just, this is where I need to be, so even if I'm not touching the ball, I'll
I'm
stay here
stay
for
it.
5 minutes if
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to.
Yeah, I've seen an improvement in Jesse since the lockdown.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so.
He scored a couple of goals as well, didn't he? He scored 2 games in a row once.
And I remember I was watching back, the City game.
That's a good pass.
How good
I watched Igalo's touch,
Carlo's
man.
struggling a little bit in it tonight.
Oh.
Played a lot, has he?
No.
Oh!
Goal kick. Corner ball.
That game against City, Jesse was
So good.
class. And if you think of all our good games against big teams, Spurs last season, things like that, Arsenal away, Jesse was a big part of them victories.
Remember Chelsea as well. Under Jose, he was meant for that.
He's been great. He's had some really good games for United, but it's just not.
Jesse's a top player. If he left this summer or now, when he come back, he'd get a good reception. Everyone would be like remembering all the good things he did rather than like.
And he shouldn't be the
about
first person out.
No.
Nah, Pereira, Mata, James, they're all worse than Jesse.
Yeah, definitely.
I know people get angry when I say that about James because but it's facts, isn't it?
I don't think he's good enough. He's just you keep him around
You're not
because
give him another season.
Yeah,
you keep him because of the size of the squad.
You can't have him as first or even second choice.
I know where you're coming from because we feel like we're waiting for something to happen that isn't happening. But I wouldn't give up on him
In fairness to him, he's been played out of position an awful lot.
Yeah,
he's a left winger. That's where his best games come from, Wales and United. But end product wise, it's not really there.
Definitely. So far.
Is there any comments or super chats or anything?
If I had my phone,
no, we want you.
Cam's ear's not working. Comes in. Oh, I'm gonna be. I don't
Kill
care.
us. I can't do
anything. Steve don't care about you. Steve's not here. Steve's not here.
Right, fantastic. Are there any comments?
I'm working. Fucking so tired. But you just sat there. Who, the Angel?
Gabriel is better than Lindelof and Maguire combined, and he was cheaper.
The Arsenal man, Zane, your mate,
the guy that you've seen one game of.
Yeah, exactly.
Not you, Cam. But I'm treating you like you're Zane because you're here.
Yeah, and the whole don't shoot the messenger thing. Nah, shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
If he's so
fuck the messenger
to deliver messages that he knows are going to upset people, you deserve to get shot. The messenger is the bitch. Shoot him. Shoot the messenger. That's my motto. I've always been my motto. You agree, don't you, Adam?
You like doing the messenger?
Never said that.
Yeah, I have.
Right in the bud.
You don't want to hear about my fights.
Does the
When
double,
have you
the double punch?
You've had a few fights.
I've had a few
What's
fights.
a double punch, Joe?
What, like,
Have you ever been boxed in your face?
Fist
properly?
fights, yeah.
Fist fights.
Punching people
Have I
in the
had
head.
a few fights,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah. On the rough streets of Worksop.
I'm watching this. What's happening? Have you been? I've had a few, yeah.
No, I'm not.
Have I had a few
I
fights?
don't know. Yeah,
I've had a few.
Right. Okay.
He's ended a few.
Sorry,
I'll
I
tell
was
you that.
asking.
Fights, mate. Yeah.
He's ended a few fights, hasn't he?
Like
few fisticuffs over here.
I know what it's like to have a scrap.
Yeah. Left your mark on a few lads.
Yeah. Well, not
swatted a few
not
people.
Like women, but yeah.
Yeah, women. Fair enough.
There used to only be one.
Why did you have to clarify that?
There was one really good knife and fork at our house, so me and my sister used to like
scrap.
Can I get me?
Really? That sounds rough.
You used to
man.
fork your sister? What?
Wow. I didn't know you had that in you.
What we don't need is that. On the list of things we don't need, that's towards the top. That's towards the top. No, I had a scrap in year 7. Defined a generation, that fight.
Oh, really?
It defined a generation.
Still spoke about to this day.
Still spoke. Well, I'm speaking about.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. That's it.
So yeah, in that sense, yeah, it is.
In that sense, it is.
Yeah.
Who was your fight against?
Huh?
Who was your fight
I'd
against?
rather not say on there.
Go on.
Well, no, because there's still litigation going on. Damages.
Remember like Eminem when he got sued by the guy, the bully that he rhymed about. That's
Really?
what happened to you, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
So Eminem got bullied by him,
Yeah.
spat rhymes about him, and then the bully tried to sue him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's taking a piss.
Yeah, that's what Joe's worried about now, really. Isn't he?
Yeah.
That's good though, man. Look, when you was 11, was the last time you had a fight.
What? Yeah, I was 11.
12.
Yeah.
That's good.
No,
you should be
honestly,
proud
though,
of that.
do you want to know something?
No, that's good. I'm not
I
knocking
actually
it.
would. I'm not a fighter at all.
No,
I'm not good
I'm
at
not.
fighting. But I'm much better at not getting into fights than fighting.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't like fighting, but if someone's cheeky, it's probably gonna happen.
But I think also you're quite cheeky, aren't you?
No, I just get angry quickly.
It does get angry very quickly. Mark, you may have noticed.
No, but only when there's a good reason. Have I ever got angry for no reason?
No. And I think that's good for you in what you do.
Innit?
You have that in you.
I never get angry for no
I think
reason.
It would be easy to get intimidated.
I get called a cunt about 20 times that game.
And he shrugs it off and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it can be. I've done it when I've done fang on. You can feel like, hang on, it's a bit ropey here. But you need that bit about you.
I got balls of steel.
You get into many fights, Jay?
Not really, mate. Not recently. Retired from all that nonsense.
Have you?
Yeah.
What was your record?
It was.
See, most fights that I've actually seen in real life, no one won.
Yeah, no one wins.
Yeah, Someone loses.
You all get banged out eventually.
And the trouble was, whenever I got in fights, I'd be out my head. So I wasn't.
Go on,
I can't
Aaron.
fight anyway,
You weren't
and I
good.
can fight even less
Played,
when I'm out
Aaron.
my head. So it wasn't very good.
Alex?
No.
Go on.
Not
Go
a
on.
at all.
Oh, Jesse. You should have scored that. Handball.
Oh, what's
Penalty.
he saying?
Corner.
It's a corner.
It's a corner, ref. Touched it. Can see how he's saying it as that little mank twang on the end, even though it's from Warrington.
Yeah, well done. I was about to say.
Does that bother you, stuff like that?
Yes, massively.
Why?
Because he's not
He's
Mancunian,
from,
is he?
he's from Stockport, Jay.
Mate, I'm the only one in this.
Steve's from.
Well, he's moved to the suburbs now. It's countryside. No, it don't bother me that much. I get it. But Warrington's quite weird because parts of Warrington are Scouts and parts are more Manc. And Jesse, to be fair, he's a bit more Manc than Scouts. Yeah. But like, you can come from.
But he wouldn't have grown up in Warrington.
No, because by the time he was 8 years old, he was at United, so he'll have been in digs from that.
Where did we
12.
meet him? Was that in Warrington?
That was in Altrincham.
Altrincham.
Yeah.
At a chip shop.
Altrincham.
What?
Yeah.
I went chippy with Jesse.
You turned up in the end, didn't you?
Were you late?
No. I wasn't late. I was late.
Yeah. And I messaged him, right? And I said,
Jesse weren't there when I got there.
He was
so I weren't
outside in
late.
his car waiting for you.
Oh, shit. Jesse knows what I'm like.
And I messaged him saying, get here at 2. And then I rang him at like 2:15. I was like, where are you, mate? Just, he started shouting at me. And I went, I messaged and he went, oh, yeah.
Sometimes you message, I don't read it, but I say, yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
That's
And
your
he went,
fault.
oh, yeah, sorry, mate. I was like,
You know I don't read my text
Nah, but
messages.
for
Why
that,
would you do that?
In that 6 months, Jesse had seen me more than Marcus Rashford, so it was like, he
Nah,
doesn't
it was
care anymore.
it was good when he like because
So you're allowed to take the piss.
Yeah,
me and
they
Jesse
were
are mates.
like two mates chatting.
Jesse messaged me at all times. Me and him are cool, like that.
I'm not saying you're not. Just like unprofessional, that's all.
I'm not unprofessional though. Is
Who's
it?
the most starstruck you've been during an interview? Who's the one where you've been like, wow, I can't actually believe this is happening to me?
Eric Cantona.
Yeah, that's sick.
Just because of what he means to me.
Yeah.
And like,
That's a good cross.
Go on,
Van
Van
de
de
Beek.
Beek.
Oh, save.
Great save there by the keeper.
just the feeling of, I don't know, it's hard. Like, because you know when you meet a player now that's playing currently,
Yeah.
it's like,
And
I'm
like-
an adult, do you get me? I've known them since I was an adult. But when I met Cantona, it took me back to being a kid. And I felt like I literally hugged him 3, 4, 5 times.
That's sick.
And
Did he
kept telling him I love him.
Did he smell nice?
I kept saying, like, I love you.
I would
Like,
want-
looking him dead square in his eyes, like, bruv, I love you, you know. Like, you, I
Is that
love
when
you.
he was looking at the side
Yeah,
of
and he
his
was
PA
like-
going like...
I would want Cantona to smell a little bit.
That's
of
what... Did he
BM.
smell nice?
Yeah, and you know what it is? Do you remember when he was a player, his arm used to... Remember when he broke his arm?
Yeah.
And then it kind of like used to have a little swing in it.
Yeah, yeah.
But his chest is out.
Yeah.
His chest is
All
out.
that swagger, he's got it. All of it. You see, all of that, it's there. But he's nice. So, I can't explain it.
I am jealous.
Is the best. But also, Juan Mata's just...
Juan Mata's just nice guy.
Amazing little person.
Yeah.
One matter's good.
When we filmed the Juan Mata thing as well, I think we were filming it in like... I think it was a synagogue and it was like a community hall.
Right.
So like there was loads of kids there, families there. And we were there waiting for him. And he was late. And he didn't care. He still spent time with every individual that he saw. Like, quality
He's genuine
time.
with that.
Like,
Yeah,
pictures, this, that, videos, like everything. And you can't even say anything. And then he was like to us, if you want to wait, you can film a video with me. And my mate's coming down. And we were thinking, all right, safe. Cool. Next thing you know, it's Ander Herrera. Bro. And it's like...
My mate's coming down. Oh, you might know him.
Steven Spielberg. Even if you're not genuine with stuff like that, like even if you're just taking pictures and signing autographs because you think you have to, that's still...
Well, that's
still work.
Yeah, I know, but like, we might,
There's
like
a
when he stopped the bus to give Alex Neil the hug.
Yeah.
That's not older man.
No,
And
I'm
you
not,
see
I'm not
Matt
saying
Rice.
that there's no difference. I'm
You
just
see
saying
Matt,
still.
when I see him now,
Yeah.
he'll be like, "Oh, you're right, Adam."
Yeah.
And it's like he shouldn't remember my name. Really,
Well,
he
he does.
shouldn't. No, but it's not. He shouldn't remember my name. We've worked with him once. Do you know? He should not remember your name, and he does.
But he's one of them people that does.
And I bet you he says Alex's name as well. Like they're special people. Like Anthony Joshua's like that.
Is he?
He's like
I wish I had that
he will
ability.
he will remember
To
your
remember
name.
names.
He could finish a fight, bruv. He's finished a fight once, and me and David were sat there, Chief Sport Dave. He's finished a fight, getting boxed in his head for a heavyweight championship, and he's looked straight over to me and Dave and shouted at us like, "Yo,
That's good.
lads!"
That is good.
And you think like, "But you're heavyweight champion of the world. You get me? You don't need to do these
I feel
things."
like things like that.
Off a chance there for Luton.
I think Cam and Patterson are
I've just seen the picture.
fingering
What are we
each other. Can I have my phone back? I feel.
I feel left out.
You've been really, see, you've been telling us stories
been
and
really good.
entertaining
You've
us
been-
all.
honestly, you've been so enthralling.
You've been brilliant.
And
Bye, Mum.
get some comments on the screen as well when you can.
Just put this back together again.
But it was funny, so it's all right. Would you like a surname called Cornick?
Cornick. You can't. That's it.
That'll do you. Feel better?
Get out your system.
George Moncur. There used to be a Moncur that played.
John Moncur, Eric Cantona stamped
West
on
Ham.
him. Yeah, and Swindon.
When they used to have Tony on their
Can't
shirt.
stamp
You
on
did,
him.
do you remember?
Used to have
Stamped-
they used
what
to
I
have
love
Tony
it, he
on their
stamps
shirt.
on him and did that little twist.
Oh,
Oh, have a bit of that.
Twist it
Yes.
in.
Do you know what I mean?
like a fictional
Like you-
sort of baddie.
Like you're stamping
doing
a cigarette out.
Yes.
Yes.
Go and
Like
sanitize.
French spy, cigarette down, stamp, twist into the casino. Fucking brilliant.
Just like that.
Have we
No,
got
it's
like,
right though, isn't it?
have we
Yeah.
got like 10 people watching us now?
I was giving up.
I hope so.
Nah, we've actually got quite a few.
I'd take at least a dozen.
What?
Has it?
Why?
Couldn't give two.
What, swear words and that?
Ah, yeah.
Ooh, that was heavy.
It
Why-
might even
why
be like
was-
the singing and that.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
copyright. That's what it
It's
is.
true.
Ah, you'd be singing. Yeah.
I'll be singing in the shower. My mum will
That
walk
bloke
past.
there? No, it can't have been.
What, the silhouette
He
in the
looked
fucking...
just, I'm not joking. I'm not just saying this. He looked just like my granddad.
Is he Grandad Luton fan?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Right, I'm not being horrible. Is he alive? Right. He's not.
What now?
Yeah.
He's not. No, he's a
What
piece
now?
of cardboard at Luton. He's dead as they
I'm
can
not being.
be.
I'm asking. It's a legitimate question. Because,
Would it matter?
well,
No, but
yes.
Go on,
What do you
Hesse.
th-
Go
what
on,
do you
Jesse!
think it says? Apply to be in the crowd. No deads allowed.
No. I'm like, are you not to like you've seen a ghost
that is
or
on the
just
phone, though.
someone that looks like
But it
someone
is a
you
bit
know?
mad. What if, like,
It
you
really
got your
looked like
granddad
him.
in the ground at Luton and your grandma sat at home with, like, what's that thing called when you forget
Jay,
things?
ask me.
Alzheimer's.
And then she just sees, like, her husband's face
Sorry?
in the crowd at Luton. Oh, Barry is alive!
This conversation could be placed in the category of too close to home, don't you think? Fucking hell. Cheers.
Here's the boys coming on.
Hey, Mason Greenwood and Bruno
Mason.
Fernandes and Marcus Rashford coming on for.
Can Marcus
Special
Rashford
fan.
not have a week
I know,
off
I
in
agree.
his fucking life?
I know for Igalo,
Give
Van
him
der
a
Beek,
week off.
and Wamata.
He has a day off. He's out here
It's
feeding the
ridiculous.
kids.
Marcus Rashford, he's played every game for about 8 years, and he's only 21. How is he not getting a game off?
22.
That's why we're demonetised.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I
You
do
sing,
sound like Taylor Swift, though. That's
You do.
why. I've been told that before.
Have you? In a love-making setting. I don't know about you. And I guess you want to. God's sake.
I was going to make an inappropriate joke, but we won't.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
Why?
encouraged.
Go on. What are you shouting over there?
Not what I was about to say.
Steve's
Are
getting
you
wound up in
talking
the
to him?
chat.
See-
See why?
No.
Are you?
You've been
talking
really
to
good this half. I'm proud of you.
We need a tablet.
Eh?
That would be really good, wouldn't it?
Go, yeah. That we can't
With all
touch
the
it, but we
comments.
can see it.
Yes.
Like, it comes out
I've
the
just seen that one. 15 minutes wasted explaining to you.
Can you give some context for the people
Yes,
watching at home?
Just people
Steve
playing
House's messaged asking
For
a
the
question.
dozens watching at home.
Yeah, asking for some graphics, I think, from Cam, who's then decided to waste his time and mess him about for a bit. And Steve's getting rather irate.
I got a horrible feeling Luton are going to score.
No, I was just going to say that.
They haven't looked like scoring.
Ruin
80th
everything,
minute.
wouldn't it?
Gross.
Cam, stop showing me pictures of you.
That's not great content for the viewers.
Really no.
We don't care.
Oh, look at me. I speak to Stephen Arson. Fuck off.
Get out. So you prefer the English office over the American office?
I do, yeah.
That's it. Get it back on track.
No. There's times when I'd prefer to watch the English at times, depending on my mood. But let's be real here. The US office is 100 times better.
What do you mean?
You could turn the US office on at any time and you still laugh.
Yeah, but the US
you need
office
to be.
Do that with
the US office. The reason you like it, and this may come across as slander, is because it's a more, what you said, easily watchable, more traditional style sitcom. More traditional
because
sitcom
actually,
tropes.
Joe, let me.
It's a goal. No, it's a great save. No. Oh, my God. Dean Henderson with two absolutely amazing saves.
Number one.
That's our
World number one.
And now United are
Come
countering.
on.
Go on.
Counter-attack, you bastards.
Go on,
Counter!
Jesse.
Get back, you bastards!
Break your legs.
See now, the best TV show of all time.
What? Phoenix Nights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruno!
You're faffing about with it.
Sultan of Bruno.
Bruno. I'll tell you what, Joe. I used to say the UK office. And then I watched all of the US.
Eric Bailly easily making that. Easily making that, man.
I know, but when I seen him jump in there, I was like, that's going to be a sending off.
Let's have a look at Pete
Looking at these
Slenderson here.
saves here, mate.
Great header. Great
Quality
What's a
save.
To be fair, he should have
gets back
saved it.
up.
You don't say
Off
that.
the line.
Then it was Bailly off the line!
You used to say the British office.
Yeah, and then I watched all of the US office.
Right.
So when I had only seen, like, you know, when you catch an episode on Comedy Central and you switch it off, that's all I had seen of the US, and I didn't like it. Because it felt like a bad version of the UK. And then I watched it all.
The UK office, but my two favourite scenes out of either are from the US office. Like, the fire drill thing is one of the best scenes of anything ever. And the one where they did mouth to mouth to the dog. That's just fucking genius.
Oh, Bruno!
Oh.
Did that go in? Where's the ball?
Those are amazing.
The knife.
Yeah.
And
harvesting the organs.
And they do that dance at the thing.
We don't have much time.
Staying alive.
And also, have you seen when they do... But that's almost like the scene in, you know, when they've got a meeting in the UK office and they start singing that song.
Yeah. Free love on the free love.
It's the same as that.
Both good. Both equally good shows. Both good.
Well,
come on.
Oh.
Come on, United.
Ricky Gervais and Steve Mercer made both of them, right?
No, they were exec producers of the US, but they didn't write it.
So they didn't write the first one? Because if you watch the first...
No, they wrote the English one.
No, if you watch the first season of the US office, it's very similar
Michael
to the
Scott
UK
is very
one.
different, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like David Brent, and then he changes after that.
Well, the first season of the US office, or the first few episodes, was literally just the same script and everything.
Yeah. I know.
But after once it diverted from that, it was better. But that's why I think if you take every episode into account and give every episode an average rating, I think the UK one's better. Because the UK has no bad episodes.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Go on,
Go on, Aaron.
That's a horrible
He tackled
foul.
him.
That's such a horrible foul.
He tackled him.
He couldn't even see. The ball was on a corner flag and he just took him down.
Tackled him.
By the way, Wan-Bissaka, why didn't he start against Zaha the other day?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on there. I don't know.
There was
He mustn't have been fit.
Either, was there?
Yeah, it's like there must a bigger
There
reason
was
than
something
just
about the
tactical.
quarantine. There was something about the quarantine.
It looks like he's holding a gun in his
Because
mouth,
there was-
doesn't he?
It doesn't. And his hand.
You know, so does that.
Yeah,
His
there's no
hand is
need
two
for
different
that.
colours there.
Yeah, it looked like he had some sort of bandage on. Or
Yeah,
something.
like his thumb was light pink and his fingers were green.
Harry Maguire's just got a crack in the face.
He don't mind it though. He's a big hard lad, bless him.
Okay.
Nah, he looks like a big hard lad, but he isn't actually a big hard lad.
He's good in the air though.
He looks like one. He's
good
just a
in the
big
air.
lump.
He's good in the air though.
He needs to throw his weight around more.
One of the best
And
aerial
bad man's
defenders
up.
in the world.
Yeah, but he's not a bastard.
Who is a bastard? Bailly?
Bailly, yeah.
Who
He's
else?
our best defender. There's a reason.
Do you think it's bastard equals
Or
better?
Lindelof is too pretty to be a defender, bro.
No need for that.
Do you know
No
what I
need
mean?
for that,
Who's
fella.
gone
Yellow card
That's gotta be
incoming.
yellow.
Lindelof's way too pretty to be a defender.
Why do the refs' kits have to be so bloody tight? He looks like a chewit in a wrapper.
Or why do the refs have to be so
Ridiculous. Human starburst refereeing the game.
The big purple one.
Oh,
that's a red card.
Quality Street repping the match.
That's a red.
That's two
Danny
red
Hilton
cards.
there.
They should come up with a gold card that's 2 reds. Do you know what I mean? You're banned for 10 games, fella.
You
no
can't make
argument.
it gold.
All right then.
You feel like you've won something?
What would it be?
Black.
Nah, bit racist.
It's not. Why is it racist?
Black's the worst.
No,
No.
because it's yellow, red is darker.
Yeah.
Black is darker than that.
What did you say?
Black is darker than
Black
red.
is darker.
You called Jay darker. What did you say?
Jay's nothing to do with this conversation.
We're talking about cards.
I just want him to put his foot in his mouth.
I will never do that.
Very careful, Joe.
I will never do that. Unless it's to bite off an errant toenail. In that occasion, I will do. One time I thought it was a... Do you know when you have like a bit of tough skin next to your toenail?
this
And
conversation
I bit
is
it and it turned
terrible.
out to be a blister.
You're absolutely minging. Honestly.
Yeah.
Are you being serious, bro?
Huh? It was like a cod liver oil capsule.
Why's my
Sorry.
alarm going off?
Nursery rhymes at 10 with Adam Mckola. What was that song?
Is my
Hello,
alarm?
children. Are you settled down?
Is my alarm?
Give
for-
it him back.
It's my alarm for United Daily, which is every day on Adam Mckola TV at 10:30 p.m. UK time, apart from match days. Subscribe youtube.com/Adam Mckola. Thanks, you cunts.
Don't swear, please. Not on here. You've already.
Well, we've already lost monetization.
Child's bike
so,
outside.
You know, let's just.
We
Guys, we've lost monetization, so to get your super chats in.
We need, please. We need it. And if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We need this.
I'll
Enjoy
pay
it. It's
Alex's
gonna be a
wages,
medal.
his wages, their wages.
Gotta feed
You don't
Jay's
get paid.
kids.
You
I
get
don't
paid.
get
In,
paid. What?
You get paid in
You're not getting
cubes. Like Scott Tenorman.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a beaver and an EasyJet t-shirt?
It was.
It fucking was. What do you say? Did you see that?
Fighting like beavers.
Oh dear, I love a beaver. Big waffle pattern tail.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
I'd be-
not like a fucking big
Can't
jump.
believe you
I'd
got
be
away
a,
with that,
a pet dog. No, a pet cat. You got the freedoms of a wild animal, but all the love and support of a domesticated beast.
But you're also a pussy.
That as well, yeah. What would yours be?
Go on, Jay.
If you could be an animal, what would you be?
What if it could be an animal?
I was a house cat. Not a house cat, a pet cat
Oh,
that's allowed
play.
to go in the streets.
Go on,
I
Mason.
think it's got the best
Oh.
life.
Go on! This is a great goal.
Yeah!
Great goal,
Marcus!
Amazing
goal, lads.
Marcus.
Oi, is there VAR on this?
I don't think
No.
so. Why?
No.
Because I thought Bruno might have been off, but
What a goal this
yo, the
is.
football involved in that
Hey.
goal. There was a few passes which were a bit but
I love Marcus Rashford.
great goal. Marcus Rashford gets a goal.
Settles things down.
Luton
Marcus
Town,
Rashford
the
played
best
the
team in the
season for last year.
championship, losing 2-0 against Manchester United, the
Bruno,
soon-to-be champions
to
of
Mason,
England again. Look at
to
this.
Marcus. Back
One
to
touch, one touch.
Bruno, back to
One
touch,
Bruno.
one touch,
Mason.
two
That's the
touch,
touch.
Oh, really well.
one touch, bang.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I think
Player-
he needed that as well.
Player of the
Marcus.
season last season for me.
Who?
Marcus
Anthony
Rashford.
Martial?
Rashford.
Yeah, well, it was Anthony, wasn't it?
It's a
Very
great
well.
touch that.
Did well there. He needs
Yeah.
a goal as well, I think. People been
Yeah.
on his case and
Yeah,
it's just
see,
nonsense.
I had a bit of a
Hey.
confused look when he came on, but getting a goal is good.
Yeah.
Bit of confidence. Well done. Well done, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As
I
much
still
as it
can't
pains me
shake
to
the
say it,
annoyance of losing the first game of the season.
it's tough, innit?
You know, if it was Football Manager, you would have quit game without saving
Restart.
it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, show me.
What?
Boil my head. 2-0 Manchester United. For those of you interested in the footy.
In the Fousoir.
Ross Murphy with a £4.99 super chat. He says, Joe, you're absolutely disgusting, but without you and your sense of humour, Stretford Paddock would be lost without you. Thoughts?
Oh, have you got your phone back?
Because you gave me
He
it
says
back.
He says
Give it
alarm,
in.
didn't he?
Alex,
I
get it.
haven't
Give it
used
to Jay.
What was that super chat from Ross Murph? Ross, I used to like
Yeah,
Ross.
bring it back up.
I used
Bring
to
it
like
back up.
Ross. I used to
Bring it
like
back
Ross.
up.
Ross used to be on here all the time, and he used to be on the ball. I think he's gone a little bit mad.
Ross Murphy.
He paid $4.99 to say that
Joe
as well.
and Joe, I'll read it again. Joe, you're absolutely disgusting, but without
You
you
are.
and your sense of humour, Stretford Paddock would be lost.
You have a sense of humour.
Yes. Yes. Thumbs up emoji as well. £5. Thank you, Ross.
Ross, I made him.
Thoughts on that comment?
I made you.
Did you though?
Yeah, if I weren't stood outside Old Trafford, you wouldn't be here.
But but that's like saying I think something else. What? 2-0 Manchester United. Luton struggling on the ball now. There's been a shift in quality since the big boys have come on.
Yes,
Jesse, no look passes.
Jesse!
Oh!
Ronan Sheehy for the monetisation. Also Zainza Git, brackets Zainza Git.
Do we allow that? People to just do super chats and cuss each other in them?
Yeah, why not?
We love that.
Fair enough.
We love that. Fight in the comments, boys. We love it. No, we don't really. Thank you very much, Ronan. That was for the lost monetisation.
Thanks.
Come on.
That'll pay his wages and his wages. So
For a week.
I'll take that.
Thank you very much. On a serious note, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ronan.
We appreciate your support. Make sure you subscribe. And another one. Another alarm.
Stop it.
Just saying daily.
The alarm bells are ringing.
United daily. Because yesterday, I was supposed to do TalkSport at like 9:15. Sorry, Andy and Jason Cundy. But I was watching the City game and I fell asleep. Woke up, had 15 missed calls.
Hey, watching City and falling asleep. You're not the only one, mate. You're like,
I was proper tired.
Wait, is that what they call it? The empty hand. It's done it! God, it's the empty hand. There's no one there. Fucking hell, lad. See you later. That's a good one. Write that down, Jay. Empty had it is. Write that down.
Can I nick that for a
They'll
tweet?
love that online.
Can I nick it for a tweet?
You can have it.
It'll go viral.
You can have it if it goes viral. At least give me some bloody credit for it. Oh, what you like?
Laughing emoji.
Bloody hell. Come on, Mason.
It's the blue bastards.
Oh,
Yes! Gareth Southgate!
Hey!
Boom! Boom, you bitch!
Have a bit of that.
I didn't like that.
Phil Foden scores yesterday.
Yeah.
Greenwood scores today.
Yeah.
And Gareth Southgate's still a shit manager.
Gareth Southgate's a genius. He's got the best out of both of them. What do you say to that?
Yeah, it will.
Look at this. Mason,
Just
with his
cash,
patented
just-
step
oh.
over, passes it into the corner. He invented that step over. I love this. Just
You know what I
pass
don't
it.
like about this, lads?
What?
Mason and Rashford scoring without Marshall there.
What? Is what?
It's kind of sad, isn't it? They're all three of them used to score together, and now Tony.
You saying it like Martial has either left the club or passed away?
Yeah, he's been rested for a game. Isn't
Oh,
that
but-
Score at the
And
weekend.
he'll be back at weekend.
Hey, sorry, are you from Leeds?
Don't
worry, I'll be back at weekend.
Back at weekend. Bargum, Ecky Thump. Yeah, I put wood in Thor.
He'll be back at weekend.
I'm out from Leeds.
Don't lose your head now. Why do they drink them big bottles of milk, Jay?
I robbed nannies once.
Nanny's
From a
milk.
match.
What?
I was sat behind.
You did what? You robbed nannies?
You robbed grannies.
Nannies?
No, Nanny, Lewis Nanny. You see his drink.
Yeah.
He
Then
robs
they have-
grannies.
So when you come off the pitch, every player gets given one of them drinks, right?
Right.
And I took Nanny's bottle.
Full
He
time.
Still had some of it in. It was like a protein shake.
Finished.
Full towel. The
But I
game
checked the
finished.
bottle.
Don't
I
mind
checked
us.
the bottle, which is at home.
have won against Luton Town 3-0. We're going to be back for fan cams, for reviews, for all that sort of thing very
Hold on,
shortly
hold on.
over here
Was it?
on Stretford Paddock.
Is there a gluten-free joke we can make in there?
It turns out that
Luton
Manchester
free?
United were Luton intolerant after all.
Luton
Weren't.
free United. Luton 0 free
I
United.
hate that.
Save it for the title.
Yeah.
For the review.
Thank you very much for joining us, everyone at home.
Should wait for the
Like I
sun.
said, be back for the review very shortly and for fan cams. We'll see you in a bit.